Audio looks good. Like everything looks good. Welcome. Those on Twitch and YouTube. We're gonna try both, and we're gonna see how it goes. Reading two chats is definitely gonna be tough for me, as reading one chat is tough for me, so I'm sorry in advance if I miss your message. But I think this is gonna be a lot of fun. So, hi, marketing consultant. How are you? Now, are you somebody I know from a replay, potentially, or you just... I feel like I see you in a lot of my comments, so I thought I'd ask if I knew you from a replay. Hey, Looping. Alright, well, today, I thought we would start with... It is truly time now. Yeah, J-Raptor, it is. Bambone, you sent me this replay from Metaplays, so I thought we would start with that one. Against Rukoso. So yeah, let's do that. Let me get the game going here. My question is... how was the elo disparity? Oh, it wasn't bad at all. Okay. Awesome. You know, some of those... Hey, Elvadi. How are you? We are about to do a Metaplays. And look, I read the streaming rules. You ready for this? I do have to figure out where to put this, but... oh yeah, Metaplays. We're going to find a better spot for it in just a second. I could display going, please. Broke something. Yeah, I am not going to be able to have the elo up. Darn it. That's okay. That's just how it's going to be today. Alrighty. So for those of you that don't know, I'm going to go off camera because I am planning to upload this to YouTube, and those people aren't ready to see my face. He said streaming to YouTube. Right. Yeah, the let me see here. I have it. Is that the... yeah, why do I think... I feel like I've seen this replay, but for some reason... the Metaplay stuff definitely got in my way. Yeah, I have it here. You think it... I can cast it today. All right. Yeah, I think those meta plays ones got in the way for now. But today I'm planning to go through some replays and get them up for YouTube here. So, all right, I'll do that. Alrighty, let's get going here. What am I doing wrong? Nothing yet. And the colors are reversed. Alright. Alrighty, here we go. And just kidding, because I forgot to turn off my camera. Here we go. Alright, one more time with gusto. Hello and welcome to another Company of Heroes 3 game. My name is FancyJosh, and today I've got a game for you between Bambo and Witherone as our Africa core. Witherone, I always say it wrong. And his opponent today is going to be Rukoso as our US. Now this is the Meta Plays tournament, which I've got the logo in a bad spot, so we're going to real quick just bump that down here. So this is from the Meta Plays Rising Star League tournament. This is game 3 from the first round between these two players. And yeah, we're going to see how this game plays out. Pretty standard opening for both our players. Rukoso opening with an engineer, so that might indicate some early mines or some early vehicle play, like a Jeep. And Bambone just opening with a motorcycle into Panzer Grenadier. So going to have that capturing power. Motorcycle, you know, on many maps the motorcycle is really good, but on this map I think it's particularly good. It is kind of hard to get over to these munitions points way out in the wings, and you can even do some, you know, this one is also really far away. For whatever reason, this map feels huge when I'm playing it. Just feels like everything's really far apart. So motorcycle, going to let him control those hard to reach spaces. And Panzer Grenadiers on the way next, Rifleman added on, and it is going to be an early Jeep here for Rukoso, and it looks like we're going to have our first early skirmish, potentially. Yep, as these players open up on each other. And Motorcycle is going to support this fight from the looks of it. Those Riflemen doing pretty decent up close here. You know, I learned two things recently. First is that the SMG up close is actually less DPS than the standard rifles that these riflemen carry, but the SMG is more accurate when the riflemen are moving, which is what makes them decent at fighting while on the move. Motorcycle in trouble here. Jeep on the chase. Looks like he's going to get him. Jeep having trouble with the corner and is going to pick up that motorcycle. And an early loss there from Bambone. Definitely going to set him back a little bit. There are more Panzer Grenadiers in the area, so should be able to close the distance with these units and potentially capture this area. Looks like he's just going to chill in cover there. Fight at long range with that Jeep there. Scouts grabbing territory on the sides here. And things looking pretty good here for Rukoso just to start us off this game. Now, very early mechanized support center here. And of course, he has locked in heavy weapons. And I wonder if that means we're going to see a super early half track. He has had this fuel point for a hot minute here, and I feel like I've just had the camera right here for the last few minutes. There are some Panzer Pioneers on that bottom side grabbing territory, but nothing to write home about. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. That's sort of how this map plays out, is there's a lot of fighting for this fuel point here. You can sometimes see folks getting aggressive through the beach area or through the center of the map, but this fuel point up top is going to be the center of attention. So, Bambone putting a little bit of manpower here. Yeah, that makes sense. I think, yeah, he teched up early here. So that's going to definitely put him behind, as we're seeing here in terms of map control in this early game. But these early assault grens could be pretty darn strong if he's able to get them out. Now, this Jeep has hit Veterancy 1. So, I wish it would tell me what this Jeep has taken as its upgrade. but I suspect we might see him do the 50 cal drop-off instead, rather than the ability to capture with this Jeep. That'll let him drop off heavy machine guns, and then he can upgrade them to the 50 cals with his battle group. And we'll see if he ends up doing that. Assault Grens are on the field. And these guys don't have a 250 to hang out with, but they aren't Ventrancy 1 yet, so not a huge deal. Not missing out on any real bonuses yet. We do see more riflemen added on. And fire support elements up next. It is going to be an early motor pool. Able to get away with that because of all this fuel he's got coming in. And man, these engineers are going to steal away this bottom fuel. That is not going to feel very good here for our Africa Corps player. Panzer Grenadiers coming down. We'll be able to recapture it after they win this fight. And a German player is going to grab up this fuel, but choosing to sit in the heavy cover. Assault Grens finishing that capture before moving in over here. Nicely done there. And I like that, using those Panzer Pioneers to just capture that territory so he doesn't have to waste his Panzer Grenadiers' time. Because he knows that the fight is going to be continuing to happen on this top side. No heavy machine gun. Oh, heavy machine gun was dropped off. So, and is he going to upgrade it straight away, I wonder? Don't actually know how much manpower that costs to upgrade to a 50 cal. I suspect it's in the 100 manpower range. And actually, you know what? Let's take a quick look. Big fight happening here. Looks like both players are in decent cover, so it could go either direction. That high ground going to play some part in this fight here. Riflemen closing in just a little bit. Assault Gren's not fighting at optimal range, but again, it's just about this heavy cover and is going to close. Oh, choosing not to. Doesn't want to bleed that manpower. Makes sense there. So battlefield espionage picked up here for Bambone. Makes me think, yeah, so he's got the sector subterfuge, so he's planning on stealing fuel from his opponent, and now that I look at the map, he does already have one of those set up. And you can see that playing a big part in this fuel. Despite controlling less of the points here, Bambone is getting some extra there. And that 50 cal was upgraded, and going to win this fight for him. And Flak-Verling nearly completed. So, yeah, going to be a fuel-heavy game here for Bambone. It feels like. Like, are we going to see... Wondering if we're going to see the mechanized support. Or something like a Stug. It is going to be Panzerjägers up next. And into a Chaffee. Nice, nice timing here, really, for both players. Our U.S. player had not seen this Flak-Verling yet, but he hasn't seen much else, so his spidey sense tingling that a Flak-Verling was just around the corner. So adding on that Chaffee, but the Panzerjäger's already added on, ready to dissuade that unit from diving his Flak-Verling. And Assault Gren's loaded up in this half-track. This is their happy place. And interestingly enough, our U.S. player's leaving some low-health riflemen on the front line there to scout for him a little bit. Doesn't have grenades, not yet. Adding on a med station now. Assault Gren's dropped off, Flak-Verling moving in, and this should be a pretty favorable fight here for our German player. I suspect our U.S. player might want to just retreat here instead of bleeding any manpower, but is going to take some losses on the way out. 50 cal trying its best, but not going to get a whole lot done there. Chaffee in the area, though. Going to force that Flak-Verling back. Wouldn't mind seeing this Chaffee go around here a little bit. I can't quite capture this whole fight in the frame. But Flak-Verling is going to drive back the 50 cal. Rifleman screening for this Chaffee as he comes around the hill. But Flak-Verling well ahead of that move away. So is going to escape no problem there. Just hiding way up on that top side. Here come the Panzerjäger loaded up in the half-track. But Chaffee's already backing away as well. Yeah, this is an interesting pace for this game. Both players dedicating their whole armies just to fight over this top fuel. It's not something I see very often on this map, I feel like. A lot of times you'll see at least some squads taking actions on other parts of the map, but these players just want to duke it out here on this top side. which is great for us as viewers because it's just going to be constant trading of units. Another Panzerjäger being added on. So for those of you that don't know, I am streaming this live on Twitch and YouTube before I'm going to upload these videos here. So I am going to ask my chat why they think hard building Panzerjägers is better than calling them in via the mechanized. Somebody was telling me that it's kind of expensive, and I know it's one of my Twitch viewers, so we're gonna throw that question out there, and if you know, answer in the comments. But yeah, we are gonna see a hard built Panzerjäger here, feeling like he needs 2 of them to deal with this Chaffee. And getting some really good side hits there. Chaffee does not have much health at all. Does have to be super careful here. And that heavy machine gun ever so slightly mispositioned, but is going to reface now. This Panzerjäger are visible. Nope, doesn't have line of sight there. And I love this flak filling, just sitting at maximum range, doing what it does best. All right, Panzer Pioneers moving down on this bottom side. Love to see those scouts get involved on this bottom side. Just a little bit, anything you can do. I mean, I guess he is capturing this victory point on the top side. So nothing wrong with that. Here come the Panzerjägers. Gonna drive back this scout squad. Oh my god, this scout squad's got to get out of there. Oh no, not seeing it. Might lose it on the retreat there. Unfortunate for him. He just had an order queued up there and walked straight into a pack of Panzer Grenadiers. Losing that scout. You see more 50 cals added on here. Panzer Pioneers going to be driven back here. Probably Chaffee is going to help out there. But Flak and Panzer Grenadiers moving down. And lots of grenade being used there. And everybody just going to back away from each other very slowly. Fight breaking out on this bottom side. This Jeep, he's just been hanging out in the base, dropping off heavy machine guns. Our rifles up next. We do see heavy machine guns or light machine guns added on for our German player. So both of our players going to have some increased firepower here. 50 cal helping against those Panzer Grens. Oh, Chaffee in a bad spot. Not going to try and finish him off. Both players being very careful with their units here. I know we just saw a scout go down, but these players are paying attention to their high-value units and not willing to dive each other. Both players playing very patiently here. Another Chaffee on the way. His first Chaffee already Veteran C1. And maybe it'll show me what he took as his upgrade. Hasn't taken anything yet. Nothing yet. Fight happening somewhere. Just this Jeep driving back those assault grens. Our rifles now added on. Is going to grab up this victory point on the bottom side. Your mines. Yes. Plant mines, people. Actually, Rukosa's done a great job keeping his munitions low. Hambone floating a little bit, but probably going to see... Well, we could see some cheeky half-track play with some Goliaths, potentially. But definitely nothing egregious. Speaking as a person who had like a 600 munitions float earlier this week. I was very disappointed in myself. Panzer Pioneers finding the enemy here, spotting for this flak filling, suppressing all those units, but here comes the double Chaffee. Looks like he wants to dive. Being very careful, the flanking Panzerjägers are dissuading the push here, but is going to pick up the flak filling. 250 getting aggressive as well, dropping off the Panzerjägers to chase, and a Vet 2 on that Chaffee already. Looking pretty darn good for him. German player is going to win this fight despite losing the vehicle. So should be able to grab up this territory. And we do see our Africa Corps players already added on these emergency repair kits. Assault carriers picked up for Rukoso, but I doubt we're going to see any. Looks like he's pretty committed to this Chaffee play. And Panzer III up next for Bambone. Again, despite not covering this fuel, he's stayed even on the fuel income because he's stealing away fuel on that bottom side. Nice pickup there, getting rid of the Jeep. Not the biggest deal for our U.S. player. He's already gotten those double heavy machine guns out. Salkran's closing the gap with those riflemen. But are going to have to give it up there. And this 50 cal is going to have to get out of there. I love the Chaffies being used as anti-infantry. They're not as bad as you'd think. I mean, they're bad, but it's not as bad as you'd think. And he's going to get those units repaired back up. Now, he does have... doesn't he have mechanized? Mechanized support center? Yeah. So, I'd love to see him throw down a repair point here, maybe. It's possible he already had one and I didn't see it. But increased repair speed potentially available to him through that mechanized. This Panzer Grenadier is going to be driven out back. Excuse me, Panzerjäger. Panzer III on the front line. Chaffee's wanting to dive here. And with those Panzerjägers on retreat, this Panzer III might be in trouble. I guess there is another unit there available. But Chafees do not care. Looks like they're going to trade out at least one Chaffee for this Panzer III. Should get him there. And, oh, not finishing the Vet 2 guy off. But did get a snare on the low Veteran C1. Smoke being used. Nicely done there. Chaffee popping smoke to cover the retreat. I cannot believe that unit's going to get away. Oh, no. Don't tell me this guy's also going to get away. No, he's not. Fortunately for our German player, the suppression didn't hit the Panzerjägers there. Wow. What a dive. I can't believe this unit escaped. I don't know, maybe he misclicked or maybe he just didn't focus fire, but losing that unit on the retreat is devastating. Or not picking up this guy on the retreat is devastating. Ultimately, I think it's okay. Trading one Chaffee for a Panzer III is not the end of the world. But Rucoso's going to be pretty happy with that trade, especially because he's coming away with control of this fuel and the victory point on that top side. Plunder picked up here from Bambone. He's also got Firestorm. So we could see him start to use that ability. Assault disembark here from these Assault Grenadiers. Going to force those units back. 50 cal. Not able to get anything done there. Mines coming down. Nice. I like the decision to plant mines there. Our U.S. player has shown a willingness to dive with the Chaffee, and a mine would have completely shut down that play. And I live by the mantra, better late than never. So I'd love to see that mine going down. 50 cal suppressing somebody over here. Mine did manage to get placed down. Panzer Grenadiers on a nice flank here. I don't think they're going to get this unit on the retreat. Should get out of there. 50 cals. Suppressing the trying to suppress those Panzerjägers, but having decent cover. Salkran's on the flank here. Chaffee trying to prevent that. Rifleman in support as well. Might see some grenades here. Does need to retreat. Should make it out, but is going to get focused. Chaffee trying to pick him up there. Engineers shouldn't be able to pick him up either. Yeah, as that unit leaves the optimal range. Nice little move here by our German player. Going to grab up this cutoff point, deny fuel to that bottom side while he captures all those munitions through the middle. And as this game has gone on, we've seen our players move away from that top point, or that top fuel point, just a little bit here. Did not notice this AT gun. I don't think it's played a part just yet, but it might get its chance here as this Panzer III moves in to remove the heavy machine gun. Fights happening all over the place. Breach happening. Gonna retreat instead. Chaffee AT gun ready for that Panzer III. Is gonna drive him back. And still a very even game. Victory points slightly favoring our U.S. player here, but nothing to write home about. Here comes the Firestorm. Gonna drive back those heavy machine gun. And a grenade into the house. Rifleman in trouble here. And more riflemen in trouble standing in the fire. Did get a favorable retreat path with that rifleman, though. Was there a mine there? Must have been a mine there. Picking up some damage. Panzerjägers diving deep here. Looking for the Chaffee, maybe? Is the Panzer III going to support this push? Not quite. Just scouting out a little bit. Chaffee in a decent spot to fight this half-track, though. And does he have oh, he has bazookas! He plundered bazookas with that unit. Very cool. And even getting a phosphorus round there on the Chaffee. That Vet 3 Chaffee's going to be insanely mobile, though. Engineers on the retreat here should make it out. Those Panzerjäger's not going to do a whole lot against them. Doing their best, though. And it's just been a constant stream of units to the top side. Both players. Oh, man. I think that was poured on them used by those riflemen, making them walk slowly. Assault Grenadiers going to take advantage of it with a grenade storm there. And more Panzer IIIs on the way here for Bambone. Rucoso floating quite a bit of fuel. His command... I mean, this feels like a stall to... This is going to be a stall for him. 8 command points, needs 12. Has plenty of fuel for it. You know, a Greyhound would be okay. Well, normally I'd advocate for a Greyhound, but both players are just like, you know, team solo mid here. Just fighting over this fuel, and then the fighting's kind of bleeding out into this munitions here. But, yeah, Greyhound isn't super great in that type of situation. Greyhound's really good out in the wings fighting anti-infantry units. Oh my god, a door frag there. Throwing that frag grenade right on the doorway. So as those Panzer Grenadiers hop out of the house, getting instantly wiped. There's a mine right here. Still. Panzerjäger's gonna drive this Chaffee back. Should escape. Now we did... our German player would have had access to two plunders because a Panzer III and a Chaffee went down over there. I'm not sure what else he picked up. Actually, I can see potentially here. Looks like it was a bazooka. Get 2 bazookas? Is that a bar rifle? So I can't actually see the bottom of my screen here because of the way I've set up my recording, so I'm trying to look at my OBS here, and I can't quite see it. It does look like he picked up a second weapon on this Panzer Grenadier squad, though. Firestorm used in the middle there. There is a subterfuge beacon up in this top left side here, stealing away some munitions up there. Friggin' love to see that. Wonder if our U.S. players' spidey sense is tingling at all, seeing these Panzer Pioneers up here. But yeah, he's stealing away what? It's gonna give him half of that. I think it's 8 munitions. And you know, don't tell my opponent. So I have not got to play my meta plays round yet. So for those of you that don't know, I did sign up, and I got a bye in the first round because my opponent did not show up. But my opponent in the second round, I have not gotten in contact with him yet, and I'm very much looking forward to playing. Long story short, Bambone is stealing my strategy for this map. This was exactly my plan, was putting down these beacons. And of course, now that I've said that on this video, I'm probably going to have to change my strategy. But that's okay. But I love to see it. Love to see the munitions being stolen away as well. I think that's really important. Cutoff point coming in here. Gonna steal away a little bit of munitions for our German player. Now these Panzer IIIs are already upgraded a bit here. Oh, we have the bolstered Panzer Grenadier squads as well. So losing that squad earlier was a little bit frustrating for Bambone. We do see it added back on though. AT gun getting a good connection on the 250. He's gonna bail out there. Panzer III's diving. Heavy machine gun flanked. AT gun's in a great spot to help out against the Panzer III. Should get some more shots here. You see more Panzerjäger moving in to deal with this Chaffee, and this looks like a really clean fight here for our German player. Another Firestorm used. Gonna clean out that AT gun. Nicely done. And I just noticed that Rucoso's floating quite a bit of manpower here. Again, he is floating for that Pershing stall, but You know, I have this problem too, where I float too much. Like, I know that I want this heavy tank, and I know it's just around the corner. Like, I'll have 11 points like this, and I'll be like, come on, just get there. But I think everybody should just add on one more squad, one squad sooner when you're doing this stall strategy. I think, yeah, I was going to say that squad might be just enough to get him over. Now, he does have the Pershing available. Doesn't quite have the fuel. Panzer III going to push off this heavy machine gun. Now, German player does not really have an answer to this Pershing, and adding on a heavy machine gun is going to be helpful with the style of fights we've seen where both players are just really focused on this top side. But he's going to wish that this was Flak, the Flak 36, to deal with that Pershing. And should have it here in about 1 minute. German player finally going to control this point. And there's the Pershing on the field now. So, scary game ahead for Bambone. It's going to be a scary few minutes until he can get out of flak, and then it's still going to be scary, but at least he's going to have a flashlight. Map blinking all sorts of colors here. Heavy machine guns fighting at long range. That sounds like the British LMG, so that must be what he got on that squad there. And Pershing closing in here. Panzerjäger's not going to fire a shot here. Are going to get a shot there. Phosphorus round going down. Bazooka's actually penetrating. Oh my god, almost losing that whole squad there. Assault Grenadiers closing in, but the heavy machine gun going to put a stop to it. Another heavy machine gun holding it down middle here. Rifleman getting a nice flank grenade, going to force that heavy machine gun off. And US player decisively winning that fight in all three lanes of interest. And I love this move. Love those riflemen moving to that bottom side, grabbing away the victory point there. Well done. And a triple cap coming down. This is pretty darn scary here for our German player. If he can if our US player can maintain this for any period of time, it's going to be a short remaining game here for Bambone. Again, does have the tools he needs for everything except this Pershing. The good news is he can dissuade the Pershing. Like, he has enough chip damage against that unit that the Pershing can't just run the table here. But it is going to be a scary few minutes. More riflemen being added on. And this squad, the stun grenades with the retreats are just freaking hilarious. Forward autumn being used here to give rate of fire and what is it? Rate of fire and burst length, yeah. And a long-range fight here. Both players deciding that top field point is not worth it. They're just going to dedicate all their forces to this bottom side. Pershing with 5 kills already. Getting some decent experience on that unit. Already halfway to Vet 1. Sulkren's going to try and close with this captain, but there are some riflemen on the high ground there. I hear tank engines. What's moving? Panzer III's coming up. Bambone does have the incendiary rounds. What is that called? I always call it the wrong thing. Yeah, anti-tank incendiary munitions there for his AT guns, which, as we can see, he has many. But that's really going to help that flak do some big damage. Oh, man, that chip. I say flak, but Bambone not really adding it on yet. He is struggling for manpower a little bit here. I guess he's got a ton of fuel. Are we going to see a Tiger? Are we going to see a Tiger here? Doesn't have it teched into yet. But chipping away here. Oh man, did I confuse the champion for the Pershing? I think I did. Good. Oh, this is great. This is a really good move here for our German player. Getting the engine snare on this Pershing, closing the gap. He's throwing away this rifleman to try and secure his Pershing's escape, but it's not going to be enough. And surely this is a dead Pershing. Oh my... No! Pershing going down, getting a little too aggressive there. Panzer III getting behind the AT gun. That's a big freaking deal. And is even going to wipe that AT gun. I don't see the Chaffee anywhere. Here he comes. Friggin' Mach speed here. Is going to get this Panzer III. Holy cow, that unit is so fast. And what is he saying here? Is Bambone trash talking? Oh, it's not going to show me the chat. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, so what now? It is going to be armored reserves here for Bambone. Potentially a P4 or a Tiger. I mean, he's got so much fuel. There's like... It's going to take him a year and a half to get the manpower. But... Could be a Tiger in this game. And by the time the Tiger's out, we might see another Pershing. I mean, the good news for him is... Rucoso has a decent amount of fuel stored up. He still has a decent army composition against what is... It's like we just reset. Like, we just reset to 10 minutes ago. Where both players have the tools they need to fight each other, with a little bit less experience on some of these units. Is really all it is. Oh, that was a nice pickup by that Panzer III, getting that heavy machine gun. Yeah, Bambone making some moves here, denying resources to his opponent. Map is flashing, though. Rucoso continuing to focus those victory points, bleeding his opponent way, way down. And again, folks, this is Game 3, so whoever wins this moves on to the next round. And it is a close game for sure. And I say it's close. You might be looking at the victory points and thinking it's looking really good for our U.S. player, and it is. But our German player has made some moves here in these last few minutes to really put himself in a favorable position going into this super late game here. And is going to destroy this Pershing. I'm a little surprised he didn't try to plunder it. But it would have been a risky plunder, so that's okay. Sulkren's moving down. There's another Panzer III on that bottom side, potentially for a plunder. And freaking Mach speed Chaffee here. Moving to the front line, going to help out against these Assaultgrens, getting a kill. How many infantry kills does this thing have? 2. Oh, we just saw it get 50% of its infantry kills there. Now these 6-man Panzer Grenadier squads going to be able to do some serious work for him. I really like that early retreat. We saw him retreat almost instantly with that squad because he's trying to conserve manpower here a little bit. And Assaultgren's going to win the fight against the engineers, and the Chaffee's just going to, hang out, I guess. Just got its third infantry kill. Nicely done. But a huge push. Both players here. That Chaffee is not something to be messed with. Panzer III getting a little aggressive there with the support of those Panzerjägers. And another Firestorm called down here, just denying this flanking opportunity. Nicely done. And stolen heavy machine gun, going to capture victory points on the bottom side. I wouldn't be surprised if Rucoso... well, okay, here's what I was going to say. The bottom side of this map has 2 victory points. Rucoso just needs to chip his opponent only a little bit. And we've already seen him willing to dedicate all of his forces to one area. So why not make that the bottom side? Looks like he is going to do that a little bit here with these forces. I like this move. And I wouldn't mind seeing all of his forces come down to this bottom side. Looks like he is going to contest top side. Grenade coming down, Captain forced to retreat. And Rifleman also retreating. This might have been an accident. Well, I say that, and there's like 2 of these Panzer Grenadier squads coming onto the flank here. That's a dead AT gun. And that's a big deal, but the Pershing's here. So, I don't know. If this Pershing can pick up that Panzer III here, it'd be a big deal. Rifleman looking for an AT grenade. Chaffee thinking about the dive as well. Does need to be really careful here. There are those Panzerjägers just waiting for this push. Nice big juicy hit by the Pershing. Every time I see manpower going down for our German player, I'm thinking that's delaying that Tiger. And is going to force him all the way back here. Rifleman not quite going to win this fight. You know, this is really nice by our U.S. player. Just getting a little bit of damage with his heavy machine guns, or slowing his opponent down with heavy machine guns on this bottom side. He's just got one unit down there, delaying multiple units potentially. You know, having been in this situation myself, I'm sure anybody that's played Company of Heroes for any length of time has been in a situation where you've got your opponent really low on victory points, and you kind of just get into this desperation mode of like, I gotta make a move, I gotta win right now. And I think Rucoso actually has a really good shot. You know, he's feeling a little desperate, and he's feeling pinned in his base, and we've seen some things going right for our German player. But Rucoso has a lot of victory points to work with here. He's got a Pershing on the field. The higher vet this thing gets, the scarier it is. So, long story short, if you find yourself in a situation like this, patience can definitely win you the game. Our U.S. player can afford to be patient here for a little while longer. And a mortar added on here, very interesting. I feel like that's to help out against those heavy machine guns bottom side, potentially. Yeah, I honestly wouldn't have minded another... Well, I'm not sure, actually. Maybe a Greyhound. But I say that, and of course there's a Panzer III on this bottom side, absolutely wrecking that heavy machine gun. Big fight on this top side. Rifleman in trouble. Getting a great shot from that Panzer III. And Pershing just chipping away here. But... is that another Panzer III added on? Yeah, it is. I guess Bambone felt like he couldn't afford to wait for the Tiger. Potentially. I mean, oh my god, he has so much fuel. So much fuel. Yep. This Pershing got its work cut out for him. Bambone, I mean, credit where credit is due. Bambone has done a great job keeping his units alive. I mean, both players really. But going into this super late game, Bambone has some insane veterancy there. And Mortar doing its job here. Moving the heavy machine gun. Gonna let these riflemen get unsuppressed. Could see it pop some smoke on that top side. Let the riflemen move in there. He is gonna pop smoke, but not where the riflemen are going. And I guess he feels like this Pershing can help him win that fight, so... Rifleman actually getting a good opening volley on the 50 cal, but here come the Panzer Grenadiers. Gonna get blasted away here. Yeah, and this is... I mean, I guess both players are multitasking here a bit. They're kind of just trading this beach back and forth. Big push here. I love this move. Our German player, our U.S. player has identified that our German player has a ton of units on that top side, and that if he can get in here with his army, he might be able to clean it out, and he's definitely right about that. Heavy machine gun waiting for these engineers, but the riflemen are ready, and actually the heavy machine gun not spotting is going to see him now, and here comes the support, though. German player reacting quickly to the situation. And I suspect we might see our U.S. player react to this push on the top side. He is. Heavy machine gun chilling behind the rowboat. And a stun grenade coming down. Oh, Panzer Pioneers might go down here. One more shot. Is going to get him. That's actually an important pickup here. That ambulance did come over here to help recrew this heavy machine gun. I don't think the Pershing's going to get him. Might get him. One more shot. Not quite going to connect there. Rifleman, no! Rifleman, no! And are going to go down on the retreat there, even dropping their bar rifle. And Pershing in kind of a bad spot. Definitely going to eat an engine snare here. And this is really scary for a U.S. player. Uh-oh. Getting way out of the side. He just needs to get away from the Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers managing to close the gap all the way. That combined arms giving them a little bit of movement speed there. Oh my god, huge engine damage. Chaffee going crazy. But is probably... the rotation on those turrets not anywhere near fast enough. Rifleman here to screen for the... to screen away Oh my god, the Pershing lived, dude. I can't believe that unit lived. And a firestorm called down here to deny U.S. player moving into this area here. And it's going to stand in the flames, but those Panzerjäger's just going to stop that from happening. Riflemen were on that bottom side trying to grab away that victory point. Captain being forced back. And a freaking bloodbath here. Another Chaffee on the way. He's going to cancel that for a rifleman. Yeah, it's tough. This is a very tough position for our U.S. player. I mean, both players are on a knife's edge. Any wipes are significant at this stage. Panzer III is trying to finish the job here. Rifleman continuing to screen. But I think that unit's going to get away. Ricoso adding on improvised armor. That's going to decrease the damage that these Panzerjägers can do to this Pershing, which is a big deal. It's also going to give him, I think, is it more health or more armor? I can't remember. We'll take a quick look here, if I remember. Panzer III still on the hunt. Pershing continuing to retreat. Chaffee holding the line. God, those Panzerjägers are scary against infantry now with their veteran C3. What do they get? What do they get? Weapon pen. Damage. Yeah, I was thinking they might get accuracy because they just freaking hit all their shots on those riflemen, but not the case. And just taking a quick look at text here. It does have the survival package allowing those Panzer IIIs to capture territory. And what's the manpower situation? Extremely low. Does have a Funk Panzer on the way here. Now this could be good. This could be really good. If he can get an ambush, any ambush with this Funk Panzer, it could be absolutely massive. Rifleman moving in here, smoking off the heavy machine gun. German player ready for it. And it's going to do huge damage there against those riflemen. The Vet 0 rifleman just cannot handle that DPS going down almost immediately. But the Pershing able to hold the line there. And rifleman getting a nice little flank on this heavy machine gun. Can he pick up this ambulance too? That'd be huge if he can get the ambulance. No AT grenade. Is going to get the heavy machine gun. Assault Gren's screening though. And should prevent that. Should prevent those riflemen from capturing. Nice grenade here. Is going to get some damage. Not able to quite wipe the squad. Ricoso floating a decent amount of resources. I'm thinking a bulldozer here might be okay. Really any unit from the tank depot could be okay here, and I'm pretty sure he has one. Riflemen at this stage aren't going to cut it. And planting, is that a mine there? It is a mine. And just going to stand on this point. Oh my god, I freaking love that idea. Funk Panzer standing on the point to deny the capture there. Assault Gren's closing the gap here. And it feels like Bambone's got a chokehold on this game here a little bit. Please tell me that we're going to finish this game off with a Goliath. Please. Lots of... I didn't notice these mines here. There's a couple of them there. Nicely done here. Pershing just blasting away through the fog of war there. Attacking ground on that heavy machine gun. Might be able to get the wipe there. Assault Gren's closing the gap. Rifleman not quite able to get him there. Oh my god, I didn't see the flank. This is a disaster. Another huge flank and an engine snare, and this is another dead Pershing. Now that is a Black Dragon barrage called in to screen off for this Pershing. And there are a ton of infantry in the area. Did we see a grenade? No, Rifleman went down there. Oh no, Rifleman went down. Panzer III's still on the hunt here. Chaffee going to dissuade them from doing so, but that Pershing in a terrible spot, and the Black Dragon barrage is over. Rifleman going to go down on the retreat. Oh no! Barely escaping there. German player with an interesting opportunity to go into his opponent's base. Chaffee having to come back. Mortar being shot up here. Where are the engineers? They're on that top side. And what a fight. I can't believe this Pershing has lived through 2 situations where it should not have. But a triple cap going to come in here with this Funk Panzer. Might even be able to leave behind some mines. Got a ton of munitions from his stolen... Oh, it just occurred to me that our US player did end up finding the subterfuge beacon on that top side. It's been there all game. It did find it, though. Here comes the Chaffee. Funk Panzer in a terrible spot. This Chaffee is going to eat this Funk Panzer for breakfast. Oh, and not even going to finish the capture. But does manage to escape with those Panzer IIIs just in time. And Chaffee needing to be really careful here. Not quite able to do enough there. Pershing almost fully repaired. Not able to get involved. And suddenly, victory points even here. Man, this game has gone the distance. It's not often I cast 40-minute games. But this one has gone the distance. Oh, Goliath. Yes, please. That would be a nice little exclamation point on this epic game. And I do think we're going to see our US player move into this area here. Black Dragon's back up. Doesn't have enough munitions for it. There is not enough munitions for a Firestorm. So, bet 2 on this Pershing is freaking huge, man. That accuracy and rate of fire can make a really big difference. But this is looking really, really scary, and our German player's ready for it. Both players positioning for this fight. Doesn't see it just yet. It's going to be a low health. Is going to be found out there by the Pershing. Not able to get anything done, but that's okay. Huge flank here, being set up by our German player once again. Is going to do work against those riflemen. US player respecting this push. Chaffee diving. Panzerjägers here on the flank. Blinding this Pershing just a little bit. And those riflemen going down on the front there. US player does not have any units to go onto that top side. This is his whole freaking army here. So must capture this point or die trying. It's basically the situation. Panzerjägers moving in, captain going down, heavy machine gun not quite in position to help out. Panzerjägers nearly going down to that Pershing on their way out. German player just going to try and stand on the middle. Smoke helping out big time here. Engineers able to get in there, but Pershing backing away. And this is very, very close here. US player basically has to try and stand on that point, but German player just completely denying it. Again, no units for that top side. Engineers need to leave. Are going to leave now. Heavy machine gun setting up, but a little bit too late. Riflemen are here, but those... Oh my god, those Vet 3 assault grens are going to rip them apart. Huge amount of damage coming down. Riflemen going to leave the area. You know, and this game has... This is something I don't get to talk about very often, but this game demonstrates why veterancy is so freaking important. I mean, compare what we just saw, that low vet rifleman against a high vet assault gren. I mean, it's not even close. And the unit just dies so fast in the late game. So that's why maintaining squads is so freaking important. And, you know, getting into something else in the late game, riflemen aren't going to cut it. Low health ones anyway, low vet ones. And that Panzer III is going to pick up that heavy machine gun. And Pershing moving into this top side. But nothing really to capture because those riflemen have to leave. And Panzerjägers are ready for this. Yep. So I think that's the beginning of the end here. And, you know, Rucoso played a fantastic game. And is going to lose that Chaffee there. But, yeah, I think the unit bleed in the late game. There was a couple critical fights. Our German players had some really, really nice positional flanks here. He's done a great job snaring this Pershing, not letting it get its job done. Wow. Yeah, thank you very much to Bambone for submitting this replay. I'm very happy that you ended up playing in the tournament. I know you were on the fence a little bit there, so great to see you participating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello. Hello, everyone. Goliath Gaming, Monka. Oh my god, we got so many comments to catch up on here, guys. You guys are blowing up my chat. Glad you enjoyed Marketing Consultant. That was a good one. Yeah, thanks for submitting that, Bambone. Where are you? I think I saw you earlier. Yeah, there you are. Okay, let me quickly catch up on chat here. Yeah, Blue Skid Row. I was thinking the same thing, that he needed an 88 ASAP, and then he made it work. I don't know. Yeah, J Raptor, you like flat? You like wait, IG, flak, or tank overrated? They both. Yeah, they really should have. They should have contested beach more. But they were just fighting hard for that top side. Not that there's a bloodbath up there, which I'm all about. Hi YouTube, I should have warned you that I was going to be on camera today. But hello, face reveal. There you go. Tiger. Yeah, I'm surprised that Tiger didn't happen that game. Bretta's greater than bar. Yeah. I think he went Panzer 3 because he wanted map control in multiple places with his tanks. I mean, we saw him using his tanks. He was favoring that mobility. That's my guess. He was here in chat. Maybe he can tell us. Yeah, Panzer 3's penning without tungsten. Let's see. A creature in a bell tower. Yeah, he did have anti-infantry on that Chaffee as part of that game. So the Undying Rifleman. Trucker, I don't know if you'd be saying that if you saw how many riflemen died that game. They died so fast. Who won? Bambone won. That video is going up on YouTube, Trucker, so if you want to see it, it'll be going up on YouTube. Yeah, 2 Pershings going down. Yeah, he did. Hi, future YouTube videos viewers. Bambone. Yeah, bled too much. Yeah, you did. You were trying. I mean, that Pershing was. I mean, he was ripping your squads apart, so no surprise there. But well played for sure. All right, now I got to catch up on. That was just Twitch chat. Now I got to catch up on YouTube chat. I do not know how to pronounce your name, sir. I see your comments all the time, but now I got to be able to pronounce your names. One sec here. Switch these around. Oh, yeah, he's already gone. Hello from Russia. you need a VPN to watch YouTube. I'm sorry to hear it. I'm glad you're paying $6 a month to come see my videos. Glad you're here. Yeah, you're right about that. Lyrig? I think I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Yeah, it was definitely a lesson in unit preservation. Oh, and he's gone. Thanks for watching. All right. That was great. Thank you very much, Bambone. And I'm really happy you ended up participating. So, your email warmed my heart. I'm very much looking forward to playing my game. You know, I'm a little sad that we just watched that game because that is exactly what I had in mind for my game. Like, steal their munitions, steal their fuel, and then just dump Goliaths on them. You dumped Firestorm on them, but yeah. Okay, J Raptor, I think you really want to see this MG game, so we're gonna watch that. You're gonna watch that. Hello from Aussie. Hi. Easy going. Welcome. Glad you could make it. we're about to start another game here. So let's do that. 48-minute game. That was a good one. That was a good one. Metaplay is producing some awesome games. Yeah, I kind of hinted at it in that video. I'm jealous that you guys have got to play your rounds already. You know, let me take a quick look at Discord just in case this fella's gotten on, because it's not impossible. Let's see here. Nope. Nothing yet. All right. Let's jump in here. Yeah, MG spam. Way to give it away. Oh, it's against Ray. Okay. I haven't cast a Ray game since I've been back. You would send me a game against Ray. Alright, hang on. I gotta get set up here. Yeah, dude, Ray always has funny names. He's always like, you know, what did he have? He had one for the longest time. It was like abusing US until relic fixes or something. I don't know. He's funny. All right. You know what? I need another sip of coffee. Can't stop me. You know, my baby's been sleeping really well, but last night she was up 3 times. So, the fact that I'm even here is a miracle. My wife is a saint. Oh, yeah. I mean, Bambone, you could look at literally any game and be like, yeah, I could have done XYZ better. Which is why I try to be really positive in my casts and, like, not rag on people for making mistakes. Because I'm planning to show one of my games later, and it is going to be a train wreck, okay? So, sure, you could have played better, but I thought you played great. I mean, you consistently set up huge flanks, so, I mean, it was awesome. That was a great game. Axis Unplayable, yeah, Armand, that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Okay, well, if you guys want to see it, I'll show it. I was gonna ask before I like made you guys watch it. I thought it was a funny game. There's some salt involved, so we'll see. See if you guys like it. Alrighty, turn off my camera. This is not Metaplays, so I don't need the logo. Yeah, Axis Unplayable was really good. All right. I think I want red on the left. We did it. And did I turn on camera? All players. Here we go. All right. Okay, here we go. Hello and welcome to another Company of Heroes 3 game. My name is FancyJosh, and today I've got a game for you between J Raptor as our Africa Core, and his opponent today is going to be Shame Abuse USF 24/7, which is Ray in disguise. Ray is going to be playing US today, so we'll see what kind of abuse he's got in mind. Map today is going to be Villafiore. I've been really... I think this map is in really good shape. You got some easy access fuel with a cutoff point that's reasonably accessible to your opponent. Some low strength fuels out in front where this, you can kind of see some frontline battles all over the place as the game starts up. But as the game goes on, it tends to get really, really messy in the middle. I love all this destructive environment here in the middle. These walls come down. It really, really opens up and leads to some just absolutely brutal fights in the middle. Looks like our Africa Corps player is opening with the Kriegsmariner into half-track. So we're going to see that Kriegsmariner thrown in the back of that half-track and probably getting a little bit aggressive here. You know, I had a comment the other day telling me that they don't feel like the Kriegsmariners are fragile, and, you know, they were annoyed that I call them so fragile, and I think we're both right, because in the early game, Kriegsmariners do not have any of their harder to hit or health bonuses, so compared to a Panzer Grenadier, they are way squishier. But man, do Kriegsmariners get really, really nasty in the late game with that. I mean, they get 40% harder to hit by Veteran C2 and then more health at Veteran C3. So against infantry, these guys are freaking god tier. I'd be curious. I'm going to ask my Twitch chat how they feel about it. This is being cast live on Twitch and YouTube, so if you're interested in catching these in the future, please come check me out. Now, our US player has gone for an early bazooka here, so going to be able to deal with this Kriegsmariner in half-track. Looks like the bazookas are going to be in position to deal with this, covering the heavy machine gun here. Kriegsmariner's having to bail out of the half-track, and this looks like a good fight for our German player. All things considered, Panzer Pioneers should do okay against these scouts. Half-track not coming back to help out. We do see more Kriegsmariners on the way. And double engineer for our US player, so a very interesting build for our US players so far. I don't know if I said this, but this is definitely Ray. He just loves to change his name. We were talking about all his different names he's had over the years. Axis Unplayable is the current favorite. So this little mine here for our US player. I don't know if our German player heard that. He might have, but he's going to walk into it. Yep, so did not hear that go down. Microing all over the place, so no surprise there. At least he did not lose his motorcycle to that. Would have been pretty bad for him. Kriegsmariners getting aggressive here. Are going to try and capture this point, but the engineers plus heavy machine gun not going to let that happen. And another heavy machine gun going to be added on for our US player. And interesting, ranging those engineers here with these Kriegsmariners, keeping them at arm's length. Love to see that. Those engineers, of course, are at their best up close. Motorcycle getting repaired up here. And going to find the bazookas instantly. Should be able to escape there. Just barely. Yeah, that motorcycle has really... It's hard to hit. It is hard to hit. So those bazookas going to miss often there. Yeah, I played a game the other day. I had an AT gun that missed a motorcycle 4 in a row. And I was like, ugh, motorcycles, impossible to hit. They really are. Kriegsmariner's probably going to lose this fight here. That heavy machine gun going to do work for him. I think our US... I didn't see, but I think our German player's teching up here a little bit. Yeah, he's got the infantry support building there. So, teching up, not adding on any units, so he's going to be a little bit behind here. Heavy machine gun able to reface. Kriegsmariner's doing the dance, but those engineers should let this heavy machine gun win that fight. And you know what? I'm thinking that this is the whole plan. I mean, that's why we're seeing 2 engineers. Plan is engineers hang out with the heavy machine guns and cover them up close, and the heavy machine guns are for those long-range engagements. But a very red map here to start us off. It's going to be full fuel control, full victory point control for Ray. Going into the 5-minute mark here. And man, this half-track can't catch a break. Do you see the infantry support, or excuse me, light support elements added on here? Fire support elements, good lord, I could not remember the name of it. Half-track up next. Feels like that's going to be for a 75mm. Does have the heavy weapons battle group with the exchangeable parts there. Gonna let him deal with these light vehicles, and it's gonna be assault grens next. I like this choice. Assault grens with the smoke can let them get out of a bad situation with the heavy machine guns, and if they manage to close the gap, the heavy machine gun's gonna have to get the heck out of Dodge. Love this move by the scouts. This is something you'll see high-level players do. You know, they'll just be constantly aggressive. They don't draw lines in the sand. They're stealing your territory. If they've got a unit in an area, they're going to go and steal some territory. Bazookas not connecting with the motorcycle there. Kriegsmariners managing to get the decap. Panzer Pioneers on the flank here. And German player managing to find the only scrap of cover that he's created in this area to not get suppressed by that heavy machine gun. We do see the assault carrier half-track here. And with so many engineers, could be interesting to see some flamethrowers. Assault-Gren's going to close here in the back of this 250. Heavy machine gun instantly retreating. And second heavy machine gun, not in a great spot, but is going to be able to drive back the 250 with the help of that half-track. Minesweepers added on by these Panzer Pioneers. Seeing his opponent putting down mines. I don't think I've seen him put any more mines down, Ray, that is. So, planting one mine, getting value out of it, and then forcing his opponent to spend those munitions. Love to see it, and it is going to be clown cars from Ray here with improvised armor being added on. There's another mine from Ray. Is going to find that. Flakverling is here, but the bazookas on the back of that 250. Oh, he's going to miss one of those shots, so the Kriegsmariners able to screen off just a little bit here, preventing those bazookas from closing. And man, do I love clown cars. You know, it's not really a clown car anymore. I think it gets that name from the fact that you could fit like 2 penal battalions in the back of a half-track in Company of Heroes 2. And it's like 12 dudes getting out of a half-track. Yeah, definitely a clown car. But nowadays, it's I think it's only the one squad in the back of those assault carriers, so not too bad. Nice move here by these Kriegsmariners. Going to grab up this cutoff point, deny his opponent that fuel, repay the favor here a little bit. Victory points pretty even. I haven't been keeping super close track of the fuel, but it does feel like Ray has been ahead on fuel ever so slightly over the course of this game, but nothing to write home about. Kriegsmariners on kind of a bad retreat path, but not going to drop too much there. And love this move here. Ray instantly repositioning the heavy machine gun, having its position revealed, so doesn't want to give his opponent any information. Motorcycle grabbing that munitions. I'm wondering if he's grabbing it way on the side here to avoid mines. If that is the case, that's brilliant. Spending a little bit of extra APM. Make sure he's not running over a mine. Oh god, here comes the clown car bazookas. And that's going to be a dead Flakverling, surely. I don't think there's any mines. Oh, not connecting super well there. Is going to continue to chase. There's a pack gun here. And should have a shot. Does have vision. Good connection. But half-track is going to escape. Man, that AT gun was exactly on time for our German player. Well done by him. And yeah, nicely done there. Managing to barely scrape out. We do see 50 cals being upgraded here for Ray. Adding on another heavy machine gun. AT gun moving way far forward, trying to pick up that half-track, but not going to happen. Flakverling able to drive back those units. And Kriegsmariners are upgraded with the heavy machine gun. Very interesting. Does he have any techs for his infantry? No, just the combat half-tracks. And looks like he's gone for emergency repair kits. So we're not going to see veteran squad leaders for the increased durability on this unit. And it doesn't have the STGs either, so just going to be relying on the veterancy bonuses for survivability on these Kriegsmariners. Mortar half-track added on here. That's going to do well against these heavy machine guns. Yeah, J-Raptor making lots of good decisions in this game for sure. Countering what his opponent's doing. Engineers are going to grab that up. 50 cal standing in the open with its damage reduction bonus, able to survive that barrage. 20%. I guess it's only 20% harder to hit, so it doesn't help out a ton against the Flakverling. Bazooka's getting sneaky here. Is going to close the gap with this Flakverling. AT gun not facing the right direction. And And what's going on there? He's going to hop out of the vehicle and not going to fire at all. Not sure what happened there. Kriegsmariners might wipe those bazookas. Oops, Ray losing track of a unit there a little bit. Bazooka going to be dropped. I'm not sure Ray really wants to pick that up with Kriegsmariners. Might try to put it on his Panzer Pioneers. Saltgrens jumping out of the 250, going to close the gap there. And, you know, this is an old school build. Well, old school for me. But heavy machine gun spam with half-track, but it's like a different flavor. And I suspect we're going to see a stall to Pershings in the late game here. It does have those improved bazookas to potentially help out one-shotting this flak. Or I should say, having a kill threat on the flak. So, okay. I mean, going into this mid-game, German player managing to control the fuel. Has had great unit preservation. I'm pretty sure this is the very first half-track he created, so keeping that alive all game long. Got Veteran C1 on it and everything. Panzer Command on the way. Hardpoint going down. Where's that happening at? Yeah, down over here. So I'm curious if he's going to make that a forward retreat point or just make it a hard point. Make it a little more difficult for his opponent to capture his cutoff. I haven't really seen anybody do anything other than flak term, but Saltgrens getting in the face of this 75mm. Ray deciding he's sick of using the clown car and using that exchangeable parts to upgrade to the 75mm. Engineers winning the fight against the motorcycle. It is going to be a flak term on this hard point, so going to help him control his cutoff. And, you know, interestingly enough, feels like our German player needs these walls to come down. Not that he has any tools to do that, but I think an open area here would really favor our... Well, I take it back. There is the 75mm, and doesn't really want to expose his flak to that 75mm for sure. But keeping it very close to this AT gun. Both units covering each other's weaknesses. Nice little move here by Ray on the top side. Going to grab up some territory. J-Raptor going to sweep for mines down here. Sandbags being put down. Both players just making use of their apparently infinite APM. He's going to clear up that mine. Motorcycle just going to cover the retreat there. And an ISG added on next. Oh my god, friendly fire from that ISG doing huge damage to those Assault-Grens. Another half-track on the way. Feels like it's going to be a 75mm again. And flak term holding off the bazookas on the flank there. Love to see that. Probably going to need to see our German player repair that up. But J-Raptor continuing to make great decisions this game. And it feels like we're going to get into a bit of a stalemate here through the middle. And you know, I don't know that I've ever seen a truly stalemate game on this map. So I'm kind of looking forward to this. And those, yeah, nice little barrage there. Going to force the heavy machine, AT gun to reposition there. We do see those bazookas picked up by those Panzer Pioneers. Assault half-track dueling with this light machine gun in the house. But Flamethrower is going to put a quick end to that fight. And does see it. Going to get out of there real quick. Half-track moving into position to support. And just continuing to trade territory here. Wow. So, I don't know where J-Raptor goes from here. And I guess he just answered my question. Panzer IIIs. More half-tracks for Ray here. You know, and I just talked about it. For you on YouTube, this would be yesterday. But I just cast a game between Bambone and Rucoso from the Metaplays tournament. And I was talking about in that game how I've been seeing players struggle to correctly time their float of resources for Pershing. And I suspect we're going to see Ray do it, quote-unquote right, which is to say he's going to float the right amount of resources at just the right time to add on his Pershing at the last possible moment. See if that's what he ends up doing. I mean, I can't imagine anything else at the end of the heavy weapons battle group. And just indirect fire being exchanged by both players. It's going to be a lot of that this game. Now we do see a double loaded up clown car here. And I suspect we're going to see him dive one of these vehicles. It looks like it's going to be a dive on this Panzer III potentially. Panzer III destroying the tank carcass there to deny his opponent some cover. Nope, just firing at those scouts. I take it all back. Panzer III just bulldozing that wall, hiding, using the house for cover. 75 millimeters, getting a nice shot there. Pop smoke. Gonna help this Panzer III escape from those assault Grens. Nicely done. I think it was actually for the assault Grens to close the gap with the heavy machine gun, but ended up working out for that P3. Panzer III gonna move forward into the smoke, drive back this heavy machine gun. Those bazookas were looking for that motorcycle potentially. And it's funny, this game is so high level that it counters everything I talk about normally in my games. I talk about how if your opponent's being oh my god, big push here, Bazooka is going to pick up this Panzer III. Oh, might even get the 250. AT gun's going to trade out one of the half tracks, but that is a trade that our US player will take all day, trading both half tracks for this push. And not going to be able to get anything else, but a Panzer III is a great little trade, I think. So, the bad news for our US player, though, is our German player has the Salvage Rex on his... Or am I Nope, I'm misremembering. Sorry, wrong battle group, guys. Just kidding. It's the improved crates. Can you tell I've been playing a lot of that Wehrmacht battle group? Okay, where I was going with that story is... I suggest planting mines in the wings to deal with these motorcycles, and we've seen Ray doing exactly that, and then J-Raptor's been playing around it. So, really well done. That's some high-level play for you. Countering the counterplay. Heavy machine gun up next for our German player. It has added on that second ISG. Tank depot on the way for Ray. 3 heavy machine guns, so hasn't really continued adding those on. And I'm thinking about it here, and the manpower loss from those half-tracks is a little unfortunate here for Ray. But he's doing okay. Do you see him? He's not floating those resources yet. He's kind of a ways off from the Pershing there. So. And man, double ISG freaking hurts. Kriegsmariners. These Kriegsmariners not really getting their bonuses against those flamethrowers. We were talking about their dodge chance that they get, right? They're 40% harder to hit at Veteran C2, but flamethrower does not care. Heavy machine gun being moved away there. J-Raptor eating a 75mm barrage. But these bazookas on those Panzer Pioneers. And another Panzer III on the way. We also see that second mortar half-track. I didn't notice that. So much indirect fire. Oh, wow. Double hit from the ISG with the flak to finish him off. Nice pickup there. More heavy machine guns added on for a US player. Good lord. J-Raptor hard countering what Ray's doing here. Yep, another 50 cal on the way. Motorcycle just gonna gently move back the 50 cal over here. Kind of spotting for his indirect fire. Bazooka's gonna move that flak drilling back a little bit there, but not able to finish the job. So, oh man, Assault Gren's in a nice little spot here. Just behind that wall. Are going to be driven back there. Here come the Kriegsmariners. 50 cal. Oh my god, I just hear... all I can hear in this game is ISGs barraging. MG34 did go down there. Should be recrewed, no problem. 75mm making that happen. Flamethrower being suppressed. God. Alright, so this Panzer III should be able to run the table here for a little bit. Doesn't know it, but our German player can't dive again like he did. Just doesn't have those assault half-tracks this time. And, you know, Ray managing to get to 12 command points here in just a moment, but having added on that tank depot, not going to have enough for the Pershing. So I wonder if we're going to see a light, medium tank here, or if he's gonna continue to delay. Victory point's looking okay. It's a slow bleed, so should be able to get there. 75mm. Going to find this Panzer III. Panzer III instantly diving. There are bazookas there. Might see a phosphorus round here. Not going to happen just yet. And is going to force those units back. Kriegsmarine going to win that fight. ISG's bombing something. And big push. Push is happening everywhere here. Salkrans might even be able to pick up that bazooka on his way out. 50 cal ought to save the day there. But the Panzer Grenadiers, or excuse me, Assault Grenadiers managing to make it into the house there. Not a place they want to be against the flamethrower. And should have to give up this position. Still alive. Look how freaking tanky they are. They have the med crate and the munitions crate, giving them huge bonuses here, so able to survive for a long time, but the satchel going to put it into that fight. And heavy machine gun grabbing out the bottom side. This game's madness, man. So I think we're going to continue to see Panzer IIIs. Could theoretically float, but he's at pop cap, so I don't think we're going to see a float for something like a Tiger. Could see like a munitions cache. Well, I say that, already floating quite a bit. Does have the artillery, right? I guess he's been calling it in and I must have missed it. Actually, let me check here. Doesn't have the artillery? Interesting. What did he take instead? Maybe he doesn't have it yet. Maybe I'm tripping over here. Big fight happening here in the middle. Bazooka's moving in. Nice phosphorus round to blind and push off that heavy machine gun. Gonna do it to the ISGs as well. Nicely done there. Gonna let him handily win this area. Bazooka's doing okay against the Panzer III at range, with that side armor exposed a little bit there. Flak filling having to be very, very careful. Panzer Jaeger's just holding it down. And US player is going to control the middle there. And continuing to be a slow bleed for both players here. But Ray going to be in control. Oh, and he's actually going to get a triple cap. That's going to be really nice for him. And 75mm, just like every time the ISGs start barraging, the 75mm pays him right back. But is able to continuously remove those 50 cals from whatever position they're in. Panzer III running both the med crate and the ammunitions crates are going to fire faster and repair out of combat. That's just amazing. So these crates, I really like these crates from a gameplay perspective because they have kind of a high skill cap. Like, they require an APM investment. 75mm on his own there. Gonna go down to the combined arms. But yeah, I mean, those crates give you huge bonuses, but you have to go and pick them up. And for somebody like me that doesn't have enough APM, that can be really, really challenging. But some of these top-level players, these crates are really, really strong. So love to see that. Oh my god, healing just on the front line there. Very good. ISG's continuing to barrage. Oh god, Bazooka's taking huge damage. Yeah, so, okay. US player does have the Pershing available, has the fuel for it, starting to build up the manpower. But all this manpower bleed is just awful. It's just so much bleed, and the 50 cal gonna go down there and instantly destroying it. Not wanting his opponent to recapture that. Decisive. We like that. And I think if he'd been indecisive and potentially tried to capture it, it could have been a lost. Those bazookas were coming down there, so 50 cal gonna suppress. ISG is gonna provide fire and smoke support. Force that heavy 50 cal back. You know, it's really, really nice to see indirect fire being used to counter this heavy machine gun build. I said it. I was saying it in my casts back in like March and April. You know, I was like, why aren't anybody building indirect fire? And they weren't, because indirect fire was not good enough. But over time, it's really come a long way. They've buffed it several times, and it's finally, it's good to see it almost a year later, where folks are using indirect fire to counter this heavy machine gun spam. So, I do see a flak added on. Our German player does know about the Pershing in his future and is not screwing around. So that flak should be just what the doctor ordered. He is quite a bit early here. That's okay. Back teching to mechanized company. Now I've seen back techs for the recovery half track. Could be that this game. There's a lot of manpower and fuel sitting in this little area here. Stug could be okay, but I don't know. When you have Panzer IIIs. Yeah, feels like it's going to be for recovery half track, but I'm not 100% sure. Nice phosphorus round. Just denying this point. This is what I love about these high-level games, too, is the constant trading of victory points. Just constantly. And little tactics, and all the squads being used, like all the buttons from each squad being used, right? We're seeing the phosphorus rounds used, we've seen smoke, we've seen, you know, it's just everything. All the abilities being used all at once, so, okay, I gotta look at J-Raptor's battle group here, because I don't know what he took that wasn't the artillery barrage. So we're gonna watch up here for just a second. What did he take? Oh, he hasn't taken it yet. I see. Okay. Well, J-Raptor sent me this replay, so I think that entitles me to be like, hey man, you're floating 400 munitions here. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, okay, Sulkren's gonna be forced off here by these flamethrowers from the looks of it. Double engineer. Ray continuing to add on engineers, even in this late game. Ooh, nice grenade storm into the smoke there. Gonna pick up some units on their way out. And Pershing has arrived while I'm yapping about J-Raptor's munitions float. This Pershing should be able to do some work for him. He's gonna have to play around that flak. But J-Raptor immediately responding to the presence of this tank by moving that flak just a little bit. And this is going to be a situation where that flak can't be everywhere at once, so the Pershing's going to be going around and dealing as much damage as he can, potentially in the wings of the map. I don't know if our US player knows about this flak yet. Might see it here with these bazookas. And more barrages coming in here. And a moment of quiet. Moments of quiet in the late game are so unusual. And generally it means one person is gearing up for a big... One or both people are gearing up for a huge push. I love this Pershing trying to use the cover there. Using this wall, using this building for cover here. It's working out okay. Bouncing a ton of those AT shells at long range, but the flak doing some serious work. Panzerjäger's moving forward, but can eat a huge shot there. And flak, oh my god, that thing has huge range. Getting 3 great shots on that Pershing there. And that's kind of a big deal, because that's veterancy for that flak. So Blacks get pretty darn scary with veterancy, just like the Pershing does. Yeah, things looking really, really good here for J-Raptor. I mean, he's got his opponent down to 85 victory points here. He's managed to wipe several bazookas, several engineers, and several heavy machine guns, and has just done a great job going around this heavy machine gun spam. We are seeing... how the heck were those guys in the arc? What's going on there? It's probably just a visual bug. Pershing firing through the smoke here, driving back that infantry. And he's going to hit this house, missing its shot through the smoke on the house. This could be a dead assault grenadier if that thing connects, but isn't going to continue firing. Heavy machine gun forced off. And yeah, Ray, I mean, he's got control of 2 of the victory points here. Flak might be repositioned. Yes, it is. ISG's just continuing to be as annoying as humanly possible. Motorcycle trying to get something done on that bottom side, but going to find a heavy machine gun. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Panzer III go down there. And a Hellcat up next. Very interesting. Switching for Bulldozer. I was over here thinking, without saying out loud, that I don't know how I feel about a Hellcat, and he's going to change his mind again, and now it's going to be a regular Sherman. So, like, Hellcat, like, against one Panzer III when you already have a Pershing doesn't really feel good. He needs an answer to the flak. Oh, Ray, please, man. What I'm trying to say is that I think his best answer here might actually be the Sherman or smoke to cover that Pershing. The Bulldozer wouldn't be a horrible choice, just because, I mean, he needs a little... Anti-infantry is always good at this stage in the game. I don't know. Hellcat is my least favorite answer, that's for sure. But maybe Hellcat covering a heavy machine gun against exactly this is a good thing. We'll see. Pershing hiding behind the building once again. Flak in a good position. Is going to be able to see the front armor here. Getting one good shot. Pershing just needs to back up a little bit there. And heavy machine gun going to drive back those bazookas. Ray just probing everywhere he can, but so much smoke from our German player, able to just cover off everything and grab up that territory. And Ray's going to need to respond to this very, very quickly, and doesn't really have the units to do so. Hellcat available. Oh, wow, nice hit on those Panzerjägers, nearly wiping them. Heavy machine gun's going to trade fire here. Flakverling still alive from that early game. Going to try to prevent these engineers from capturing. Here comes the Pershing. Looks like he's going to that top side. Double barrage coming down. Push is happening everywhere. Hellcat getting involved. Going to get some shots on the 250 there, of all things. And now going to get shots on the flak. Okay, I mean, I like this. Distracting. Sure. But Pershing's got to move, and Pershing's got to get involved, but that heavy machine gun being driven off that top side. But Ray managing to balance it out here. Uh-oh. Snare. I think he must have eaten a grenade. But here comes the Black Dragon from Ray. Going to drive all these units out of this area. And unfortunately for Ray, can only do that once. Flak somehow not getting hit there. And Pershing just going to cover off these bazookas as they capture. But those, man, that veteran C3 is pretty ridiculous. These guys are really, really tanky in the late game. I take it all back. Every time I've said they're fragile, guys, I was only talking about the early game. Look at that. Nobody controls any of the victory points here. Literally 0 victory point controlled. Crazy. 38 points to go here. And P3 getting up in the face of this Hellcat. Looks like he's going to win that fight with the veteran C2. And one more shot should do the job. Is going to get him. And now this P3 can just come back and capture this point. Hellcat being re-added. Heavy machine gun trying to hold it down on this top side. U.S. player not able to quite move into the middle just yet. Heavy machine gun setting up. Flakverling in the area to help out. But double ISG going to come down here and barrage him out with smoke and presumably live ammunition as well. P3 moving into the middle, motorcycle finishing that capture. Fights kind of happening all over the place. Looks like a heavy machine gun went down on that top side, and Ray's army composition kind of just falling apart here in this super late game. Wow. Wow. Yeah, and it might be just a quiet end here. I think Ray's got one more push in him, but without wiping anything here, it's looking really, really good for J-Raptor. Going to be a big push onto the bottom side. Make sure he can secure it. And it looks like he might also try the middle here. J-Raptor has set back up in the middle. Pershing not using the building for cover this time. He's going to eat some big damage here. And just going to force back that Pershing. Engineers might be able to finish the capture, but a triple cap on right now. That is a very, very fast bleed. Did manage to get one more tick, and yeah, that's definitely going to be the end there. P3 finally going down at the very last second. Wow, what a great game. Yeah, thank you, J-Raptor, for sending this replay in, and thank you for reminding me that it was sitting in my inbox. If you guys have replays that you'd like to see cast in the future, please send them in. Check out my Twitch and YouTube streams in the future. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Yeah. Thank you, J-Raptor. Dude, I was like, I forgot I had that in my inbox. I'm really glad you bothered me about it. That was a great game. Hey, thanks, Vincent. Who's that? Bedbound Boo. Thank you for thanks for hanging out in the YouTube stream. You guys are awesome. All right, let me catch up on this Twitch chat. You guys are going crazy. You guys are going crazy here. Krieg is pretty good. Yeah, I hadn't seen somebody make it to like super late game with them in a high level game that they didn't just completely stomp. So it was really good to see them in a close game at the end there. I don't know what Nabcaster means, Armand. What does Nab mean? Yeah, those Jaegers. Well, they stood on the victory points. Never know when you might need them. Yeah, true. Oh yeah, Bambone. I was talking about my game. There's some salt in one of my games that I was thinking about casting today. So yeah, J-Raptor, nice smoke, dude. Your keyboard must have been smoking with all the freaking call-ins you were doing there. Well, I mean, it's not like you needed that 600 munitions there at the end to win that game. Yeah, it happens. Oh, was it 1.3? I did not see the amount of manpower. I thought about it, but then a fight happened. I was thinking you should put down some caches, but I didn't get to say it because I forgot. Yeah, seriously, Bambone. He's like, oh no, like I'm only top seed in this tournament. Beats Ray. Wow. True. Yeah, those series are tough. Nab equals noob. Okay, I am a noob caster. It's true. All right, Bambone. We'll cast my game. Saving it for next game. I love it. I love it. All right. Bambone, are you? Was it you and I that played? In Discord the other day? Am I misremembering? We played like a 4v4. Yeah, I thought so. Very cool. All right, so let's see. Take a quick look at my play folder. Oh, actually, I can just go do it this way through the game. Duh. Oh yeah, JRep, you sent me this. Ooh, I almost didn't save this replay. Let me back this replay up while I'm thinking about it. Man, I almost talked up my salt game and then didn't save the replay. But it's a good thing I don't get to play very often. Let's see, this is from 3.5. I don't actually know what a bounce is, J Raptor. What does that mean? All right. All right, you guys were promised some salt. So when tanked, oh, bounce, duh. Dude, I need like a metric ton of coffee this morning. Can you tell I'm struggling a little bit? Yeah, it happens. How do you say your name? Alter Sir, maybe? Who are you up against? Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Meta plays. And you know, just for the record, man, I'm there. I'm right there with you. I'm gonna get absolutely dumpstered. So don't worry about it. What's been eye opening for me about this tournament is just how much work Olvadi and the rest of the Meta Plays crew puts into doing these things. I mean, they're organizing like so many different people. So yeah, marketing consultant. I'm gonna pop one open here in just a second. I wanted to quickly take a look at the Meta Plays bracket. And I'm figuring out how to do that because I'm a noob at streaming. Okay. So let's see here. You're up against the Milkman. Yeah, and then you're up against Mule, and then whoever wins my game is going to get destroyed by a Mule, so don't even worry about it. Yeah. Well, that's really nice of you. Like, they deserve it, Alter. I mean, it's like, they put in so much work, so I'm glad to hear you say that. Can I look you up on co-stats real quick? Do you mind? I don't have to do it on stream. Is that your username? Alter. This isn't you, is it? Could you drop your username in chat? I think it's fake, J Raptor. I don't actually know. I think it's just I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I don't think it's a Smurf or anything. Armand, are you signed up as well? Do I just not know your username? Guess I don't know your username. There you are. Oh, bruh, you're over here with 1300, 1500 elo. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, gonna get your butt kicked by a mule. I don't think so. I mean, I think my understanding is Mule hasn't played a lot, so he might be a little rusty. And get out of here. No, I'm happy to see. Yeah, dude, you're talking to a guy with like my highest is 1200, and it's because it's the only one I play. Don't even worry. I really hope so, J Raptor. I really hope he does some cheese. I hope Mule does. Yep, and I'm one of them. Well, it's great. I'm so happy to see people signing up. It's wonderful. There were more too. That Darrow Zealot. Yeah, there were more of them too, and a couple people dropped. So, all right, back to the game. I need a quick break here, and then we will cast my terrible, terrible game because I have to. I'm covering the players of meta plays, so I'm basically obligated to cast one of my own games. But yeah. All right, I will be back in just 2 minutes. All right, we're back. Okay. Yeah. All right, I guys. I hope you're ready for this low Elo Legends, and because I can't show you, there's a bug with OBS. If I open OBS before I open my Elo tracker, it won't tell me the stats. So this is played at the 1150 Elo. So you've been warned. Okay. I guess I'm casting this for YouTube, which means I'm going to be off camera and won't be responding to chat, so y'all behave yourselves. Hey, J-Raptor. Would you be willing to moderate while I'm doing this? Because there's a couple messages that come through and they're fine. Close your eyes, kids. Yeah, that's right, Armand. But I don't want to like make you do something you don't want to do. So if you don't want to mod, that's fine. Okay. Let me figure out how to actually do that. How do I do that? just slash mod. Ready for me to fail it using... Why don't stream, guys? Yes, that is how you... Okay. Did that work, J-Raptor? Mostly just get rid of the... we haven't had any people coming in saying, hey, you want to have bots come watch your stream? So that's been nice. But if there's any... Twitch is a little aggressive in shutting down messages. Like, it tried to block scumbag even though I have profanity off, so... Okay, alright, J-Raptor. It shows me that you... Maybe you have to refresh. I see the moderator on your character, so... On your name. Alright, we're doing it. This is happening. Can you tell I don't like casting my own games? Use it quick. Get out of here, Armand. Alright. Let me quickly do this. Okay. Alright, here we go. Hello and welcome to another Company of Heroes 3 game. My name is FancyJosh, and today I've got a special game for you between myself as the Wehrmacht, and my opponent today is going to be Mar Nissan as our British. So, I am casting this under the guise of it being a Meta Plays player preview, because I am participating in the Meta Plays tournament. So that is, you know, we got to meet the players. But this is the lowest ELO player that you guys have met so far. This is played at the 1150 range. So I hope you guys enjoy. There is going to be a little bit of salt in the chat later. Let's just say that I didn't mean to have caps lock on. It was in the heat of the moment, and, you know, normally I'm not a jerk in my games, I promise. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Alright. So, talking about myself in the third person here. Opening with the Last Stand battle group into the Panzer Pioneers. I've really been liking these guys just because of how effective they feel at long range. I'm curious, you know, I don't see them at a high level pretty much at all. I'd be curious how you guys have been liking them. You know, leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Our British player opening very standard though. Double rifleman here. We're probably going to see him go up to... Typically when folks skip their first Royal Engineer, you'll see them go for 4 infantry sections. To be clear, this game was played about a week ago, so I don't really remember what happened in terms of builds, so it's going to be a mystery to me, as it is a mystery to you guys as this game unfolds just a little bit. And just a quiet opening here, both players capturing up territory instead of fighting over the middle. But could have our first fight here as these Royal Engineers move towards this victory point. Grenadiers just hanging out. And yeah, infantry section going to steal away some territory. So those Royal Engineers going to close the gap here and take an effective fight against those Grenadiers. And now these infantry stealing away those sandbags here. Going to fight from heavy cover and do pretty well there against those Grenadiers in the heavy cover. Panzer Pioneers taking a poor fight here, but this is what I'm talking about. They have such effective damage. I don't really know... I haven't really looked at their damage profile, but their damage is so freaking consistent. It's amazing. So, Grenadiers taking a long-range fight here, but with a 3rd infantry section moving into the area, it's not going to go super well for them. And more Grenadiers on the way, and a 4th infantry section on the way. No surprise there. Yep, so definitely a fight that's going to favor our British player. Both players just willing to fight over this point here. There is some there is some pioneers on the top side grabbing up some territory. But not even going to deny any territory, really, because the cutoff point's still controlled. Oh. You know, I remember this play being way cooler than it is. Alright. And a platoon command post already on the way here for our British player. Plenty of fuel in the bank. Maybe a little early on the platoon command post, but probably looking to add on infantry training next. And I think that our German player ought to go around here, not even controlling this munitions point, just needs to grab up some territory. It's not going to get a whole lot done against those infantry sections in heavy cover. Already giving this guy veterancy 1. Definitely not some favorable engagements for him. This low health infantry section did manage to grab that cutoff point, but not really going to cut anything off, so no big deal there. Panzer Pioneers. These are... Oh, they're called Sturm Pioneers, not Panzer Pioneers. I wish they'd, you know, give me a different symbol, but that's okay. They just do some serious work at range. It feels like every rifle shot that they fire hits. I mean, as I say that, they missed 3 in a row, but that squad was in light cover, so getting that a harder to hit bonus there. Grenadiers coming around this infantry section trying to negate that heavy cover. Should be able to push them back there. But more infantry in the area there. And some idle units for our 1150 players. No surprises there. Mines going down on the fuel. Should get out of there, no problem. Bad retreat path, though. Gonna drop a model, probably. And a quiet game. Classic 1150 ELO. You know what I'm saying? Bren gun's already up here. Upgraded here for our British player. Grenade into the heavy cover, trying to catch them as they moved in, but just a little bit late there. Gonna let that unit close the gap. And once again, trying to negate heavy cover there, but not gonna get a lot done. The Sturm Pioneers on a bad retreat path, but should make it out. And final battle upgraded here. So, okay. I once again have no information on what high-level players think about this final battle. And I'm hoping that this is spawning some conversation in my Twitch chat because I'm really curious what people think of this. I really like Final Battle when I have units that I don't mind bleeding manpower on, like Grenadiers. And 3 munitions for every dead model lets me cast a lot more munitions-based abilities. And you're going to see that happen throughout this game. But you're also going to see me bleed a ton of units. So, you know... Curious what you guys are thinking. I personally, I like it. I think it's a meme, but it's fun, and that's what matters to me. Armored armor car on the way next here for our British player, and our German player does not have an answer to that. He's been bleeding so much manpower that there's no manpower for something like an AT gun. The good news is he's going to have plenty of munitions for those Panzerfaust, so is what it is. Grenadiers, very low health here. No bunker. Bunker's upgrading to med station right now is what I'm trying to say. Hurting bad there. And a Borgward on next. And instantly loading demolition charges. And that's where those munitions are going to be going here. Sturm Pioneer's going to absolutely get shredded by this Humber armor car. Borgward going to go to the top side instead of dealing with the Humber armored car there. Was mines still present? No, they did get picked up. And German player finally full health here, going to move out in force. Moving to that top side to support this vehicle. And a little bit of trash talk here by our British player. And we'll see how it goes. And a demo charge being planted. Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. My caps lock key, I didn't mean to hit it. I did not mean to hit it. I'm just trying to do so much at once. Which is ridiculous to say considering how little is happening right now. Good times. AT gun on the way for our German player. Yep, and he's saying I've got him right where I want him. But British player going to move up to this top side. Grenadiers just going to try and capture some territory. So something I don't know about these satchel charges is when can your opponent see them? And I also don't know those Stern Pioneers using their grenade ability to try to remove those units from cover, but the Humber Armor Car are going to put a quick end to that fight. What I don't know is, do Minesweepers help reveal these? Do units that reveal stealth also help? I just don't know any of that information. So if it wasn't obvious to everyone watching, this is a massive bait. Okay, so he could see it. He can see it right now. Like, he can see it right now. And this Humber's going to come up, but that's not going to go well. Yeah. So sweepers do reveal demo charges, I guess, but I don't know what their range is either. And I don't know if they get disabled. So we're going to find out this game. So, resetting the scoreboard here a little bit, wiping one infantry section and a Humber. German player hasn't lost anything, but very far behind in terms of resource control. Our British players had way more fuel. And of course, the victory point's not looking super great for our German player just yet. And I even acknowledged that in chat. I knew I was behind, so... So interestingly enough, this AT gun from our British player was a bit early, and it kind of a little bit of a saving grace here for our German player. But yeah. Hitting a mine over here. He's going to get repaired up. I think this guy already has another demo charge. Yes, does have another. I did not know that demo charges reduced speed and increased damage to the unit. That's crazy. German player swapping out Grenadiers for Jaegers here. Support elements is added on, so we could see a Flakverling or Martyr next, but with no tanks on the field, Martyr is unlikely. Fuel is looking much better for our German player now. Basically giving himself some map control with that demo charge. We do see another demo charge on the bottom side. Jaegers with the reconnaissance package upgraded here. Dropping a Stern Pioneer on the retreat there. Massively unfortunate. Yeah, so... this game is played at the 1150 range for those asking on Twitch chat, or excuse me, YouTube chat. Not very highly rated. This is part of the Meta Plays tournament, so, or not Meta Plays tournament. This is part of the Meet the Players, so we don't have. This is not a tournament game. Flak pans are on the way here. We do see yet another demo charge, and this is where all the munitions are going from the. From this final stand ability. So, like, dropping tons of manpower and trading it out for a little bit of munitions seems kind of bad, but that's what's happening in this game. So these Jaegers ought to help out our German player get out of his base a little bit here. We'll see here. But this Flak Panzer is what's going to make the big difference. We do see that our German player has gone for the heavy armored battle group and has added on the company command post, but doesn't quite have enough fuel to get out of Crusader or Matilda just yet. Matilda would be really good here for dealing with all this infantry, but of course at the expense of mobility. More grenades coming down. There is a demo charge on this bottom side, but this Flakverling going to find these Royal Engineers here in the middle and should be able to remove them there. Grenadiers taking some big hits. Did see the AT gun, I believe. Pioneers thinking about moving in. Just going to blow up that demo charge and then move in. Gonna let them win that fight. So yeah, demo charge is the only thing keeping our German player in this game currently.
We have 300 points remaining.
And Jaeger's gonna go up to this top side and grab this territory. So victory points, still okay. Slow bleed here for our German player in this game. British player adding on a Crusader, assuming I've got the silhouette correct.
Understood. Requisitioning
Which I do.
infantry.
And Grenadiers here are going to fight at long range, but dropping models like crazy because of that last stand.
Jaeger light
They just
infantry
they die to one shot. Every model dies to one shot. That ability is not good, but it is great for getting munitions. AT gun in a great spot here. Another demo charge being placed down. Jaeger's kind of in a bad spot here, closing the gap with that Bren gun. Somehow this Verbal Wind having vision through that wall there, but is getting something down. Crusader on the field here. Might dive onto this Verbal Wind. Verbal Wind going to back away here. And chasing on the retreat here, trying to pick up those Jaegers. Not quite going to get them. Our German player should probably turn off that last stand ability, but British player moving in a huge blob right into this demo charge. Martyr going to get a shot. Demo charge going to connect, but not able to finish off the Crusader. Martyr here just in time. Here comes the Bargward. Might be looking for a shot into the Fog of War. Black Drilling, not a place he wants to be. Good news for our British players, he's got these hedgerows, creating a narrowly defined field of view. So the AT gun has to attack ground through the hedgerow if it wants to get any connections there. Jaeger's on the flank here. Pioneers just capturing that bottom side wall. This huge blob is in the middle. So, doing what I suggest in my games, which is if your opponent is strong in one area, go around. AT gun having to retreat. Crusader in a good spot here to cover. AT gun being wiped though. So nice little pickup here by the German player. Martyr coming in to deal with the Crusader. And this fight definitely going to favor our German player because all these units are standing in the open. I love how many units are standing in open. These Jaegers just need to move over to these hedgerows a little bit. This is good information for me. You know, I don't often go back and watch my own games, but man, standing in the open with every single unit. Oh, I do not stand a chance in this Meta Plays tournament. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for my game. All right, another Crusader on the way here. Bargward still hooked up with... does he have another... Nope. No demo equipped just yet. Pioneers capturing territory. Probably should have shift-clicked here, but that's okay. Crusader's being repaired up. British player definitely licking his wounds here, but a big push down into this bottom side. No demo charge there. And those Pioneers might be dead. And I think I turned off Final Battle here. I did, so that this unit could possibly live on that retreat, but still going to look bad there and is going to go down. But Stern Pioneers added back on, going to repair up this. And I'm like, yeah, dropping the model, dropping the squad. I mean, that's what you should do. In 1v1s, you know, no matter what level you play at, no matter how the game is going, you should be trying to wipe your opponent's squads, so can't blame him there. Big push onto this bottom side. But German player in control of what he needs to be in control of. Had 3 victory points for quite a while there. Is controlling both of the forward fuel points. So things are looking okay. Second Martyr on the way. Anticipating some more vehicles from our British player. And Jaeger's going to take a terrible fight here, but here comes the reinforcements. AT gun going to help out, and Jaeger going to go down on the retreat there. Did manage to get a snare, but no vision of that unit. Does have vision, just kidding. AT gun going to finish off their Crusader, so trading a Jaeger for a Crusader is pretty darn good. Borgward looking for trouble here. Does he have the 8? He does have a demo charge equipped. And just poking out here, but this is a terrible spot for this unit because he has absolutely no units covering. Dropping a forward demo charge. I'm pretty sure the British player can see that animation happening, but I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, the goofball game continues. British player kind of just rotating to this middle here. A little surprised our British player didn't just try to rotate right through this area. I mean, he had plenty of units. But being really grouped up here, looking like he wants to go all the way to the other side. You know, and he, some feedback for our British player, you know, potentially using these recce packages to scout out the fog of war here could really help him. I think he's fearful of, he's fearful of where his opponent's units are, but he just doesn't know. Double resource cache going down on the fuel for our German player here, because he's was floating like 600 manpower there. And another demo charge being revealed, but British player not seeing it. And German player not seeing it either, but is going to see it there at the last minute and just sap some more manpower there, I guess. Grenades on the way here for a British player. Jaegers with their reconnaissance packages. Do these guys get flares? That's something I don't know. Yes, they do. Our German player should also be using those flares. And it looks like leaving off this ability to not lose more units here. Final battle not currently active, I believe. Recce packages standing in the open, fighting at point-blank range with these SMG foot guard there. Going to win that fight pretty handily. That veteran C2, pretty much the only saving grace there. Blackfilling driving back infantry. And a demo charge, not quite in range of that full squad. Demo charge in the middle, which I didn't remember was there, is going to pick up some of that unit. Not able to quite wipe them there. Yeah, so for those of you guys that don't know, demo charges are camoed up to a certain range. So like once a unit gets close, it's about half the maximum range of an infantry section. That's where they get revealed. So, yep. Blackfilling hanging out with the support of all this infantry, just going to move into this bottom side, seeing his opponent capturing territory on the top side. Just going to try and grab up some territory here. And, yeah, this guy's being called, German player being called out for liking demo charges. It's true. I do like demo charges. Yeah, and I was trolling this guy a little bit.
We are losing ground. The enemy has the lead.
I just keep casting the demo charges. So that was a door grenade there, trying to pick up that infantry section on their way out here. Yeah, so as I'm casting this game, I'm like thinking to myself that this is going to have to be a special upload alongside my regular uploads. You know, part of what I like about my channel is that I try to bring you guys high-quality games as often as I can, and if I'm not bringing you the highest quality games, the build's got to be really, really cool. And this build is funny, but I don't know. It's a huge meme. So I don't think this will be going up alongside another video. It's just going to be a goofball game for you guys. Sturm Pioneers, or excuse me, Sturm Stoffstruppen on the way next for our German player. Sturm Pioneers trying to grab away this middle point. And lots of foot guard here on the way for our British player. Loading a little bit of fuel here. I think he's got 13 command points, so probably looking to try to get a Black Prince out. And mines going down here for our British player. Yep, more mines on the side there. And Sturm Pioneers barely finishing that capture. Going to dodge the grenade and not lose a model on their way out. Grant's up next here for our British player. So not going to try to float for the Black Prince. At least not yet. And I'm not sure how that... Was that a grenade that got thrown on that mine? I didn't see. You'd think I'd remember it from the game, but I don't. Jaeger's closing in here, just trying to prevent this capture from happening. Should be able to get that done. But fights happening all over the place. Stoss trooping in a bad fight with the Crusader. That's definitely not something they're going to win. And a huge blob here in the middle. German player going to give it up. Verbal Wind. Popping phosphorus rounds to try and slow the advance here, but not a fight they're going to be able to win there. And is going to get out. 6-pounder. Oh, Stoss trooping. Going down, being lost track of. All the AT in the entire world being advanced here to try and capture that Crusader, but not going to get him there. Grenadiers should get that light machine gun back. And the APM struggles continue. Now, adding on this heavy machine gun, realizing that his opponent likes to blob units, I think better late than never. Just to help German player control this game just a little bit here. A little bit of quiet here. Decent amount of fuel for our German player. Could see some tanks coming, but gonna add on Pioneers instead. I think probably for the Minesweepers, if I recall correctly. Was sick of getting ranched by mines. But good on our British player for planting those mines. I mean, he's forcing me to add on a Pioneer squad with Minesweepers to try and deal with all this noise. There is yet another demo charge down here. Looks like our British player is not going to see it. But neither does our German player. I mean, of course, German player doesn't have vision of this. So, and British player did see it at the last minute there. Going to destroy that demo charge.
The enemy has 200 falling.
Oh, yeah. Lots of chatter going back and forth here. And yet another blob here by our British player moving into this right side. Heavy machine gun or the Flak-Verling auto-respond to it. Yep, both of them going to respond to that. And AT responding to that Crusader we saw destroy the demo charge. But not all... I mean, this is a great combined arms here for our British player. Letting him control that space. Flak-Verling in kind of a bad spot here. Good news for our German player is British player doesn't have any snares in the area, and just going to suppress that whole unit and force them back there. Storm Pioneers being forced back here, and Jaeger just moving in. So continuing to float a lot of fuel is our German player, and going to be a Sturm Panzer on the way here, just in time to face down a Grant. We have a machine gun. Force back there. British player with control of the victory points here for a minute. Excuse me. There are so many units in this game that I don't normally talk about. Or don't get to talk about often, and it's really throwing me for a loop. I think I've mentioned like every single German unit except Panzer Grenadiers. So, good times. Alright, German player on the back foot here. British player really needing to move into that center area, but just kind of leaving squads behind to, like, control space. Is that a German mine? Surely that's a... What is that? Yeah, there we go. British mine. Martyrs moving up to the top side. Looking for trouble. Potentially thinking there's a Crusader on that side, but going to be... pretty disappointed by that. Sturm Panzer on the bottom side. Should be able to move in and take that center or bottom point. Bookguard grabbing the middle. A big push here. Big vehicle push by our German player on the bottom side. Let's have that Nubelwerfer for Overwatch, but really no munitions for it. Pretty much spent every munition he's ever earned on demo charges this game. Crusader moving in, but Martyr's absolutely ready for this. AT gun not quite in position. Grant coming in, gonna make short work of those Sturm Pioneers. Flak just trying to hold down this front line. Still not able to finish that Crusader off, but here comes the Bargward. Does have a demo charge currently upgrading as this fight is happening, and just gonna hang out in the middle of all these units, and forcing that retreat there is gonna go down. But managing to get a crit on this Grant, and the Martyrs should be able to move in here and finish off that Grant. Verbal Wind pushing forward here. And is going to get the Grant in the Fog of War. So what a silly play that was. I don't know if I'll ever be able to cast another game where that situation happens, where Bargward dives a tank to clean him up. So, yep. Pretty big loss there for our British player. He's got plenty of fuel, but munitions continue to be the struggle. And that's the drawback of fielding so many expensive, non-mainline elite infantry here. He's got 2. He's been on 4 infantry sections most of this game, so that manpower definitely a struggle. Sturmpanzer absolutely destroying these foot guard. Jaeger's in a bad spot, hitting Veteran C3. Grenadiers trying to help out at maximum range. Shouldn't get the wipe on those Jaegers. And Sturmpanzer just continuing to bleed manpower off of our British player here. Bargward hanging out. Building a demo charge up there by the looks of it. That's a new Bargward, by the way, because the old one got wiped, of course. Did have a Veteran C2. Nice little crit ability. I wish I knew what that was called. Slowed. Yeah. Stunned and slowed. It's like a crit ability there. And artillery overwatch here. Recon artillery being called down. Sturmpanzer's going to have to back all the way out of there. Flak going to help shoot down that plane a little bit. Demo charge is placed. But German player controlling 2 out of 3 victory points here, so the bleed is on. And all these squads getting refreshed back at base. Sturmpanzer putting worth its weight in gold right now. Already Veteran C1. Pioneers coming down to repair. Armor skirts added on. Borgward moving down for a potential plant. Does have more demos on the way. And German player able to secure this area. Minesweepers, smart. British player moving in with the Minesweepers, really smart here. Making sure he can clear out those demo charges.
A demolition vehicle awaits pilot, Commandant. Headquarters has
But German player reacting. You know, and if I recall correctly, I heard his tank in the Fog of War. That's why I moved down here. And yeah, gonna find him here. Thinking about a flank by the looks of it. Look at this amazing unit micro. Look at it, guys. This is what 1150 micro looks like. German or British player probably hearing 6 million tanks in the Fog of War is gonna get a wipe on that top side. Which might actually be a blessing in disguise for a British player if he wants to get that Black Prince out. Grenade gonna whiff. Royal Engineers on the side there. Flak. All the tanks moving in to deal with this Crusader. And should be able to get him pretty handily here. Snare gonna come down from the Bargward potentially. Or not. And these infantry section with a terrible retreat path here. Crusader going to hide away in the wings. Is going to escape there. British player did manage to move into this right side wall. That was happening. Sturm Panzer reacting. Borgward just doing Borgward things. And gonna try and drive up to the unit there to scare him off. Like, if you blow me up, you go down too. What a silly game. What a silly game. Sturmpanzer crashing through the wall here. Gonna get some good damage on those foot guard there. And should be able to force them back, but not before getting stunned here. And foot guard getting really aggressive. Flak in the area though. But Jaeger's able to defend the line here and should be able to push back these foot guard no problem. Grant is added back on here. Crusader's still hanging out on this bottom side, now fully repaired. In the game, I had absolutely no idea where that unit went. Because I was looking at the right side when it moved. Ugh. This is an accidental demo charge. I meant to add on a demo charge, not plant one, without realizing that I had one. So this is going to be scary for me to deal with the rest of the game. And German player going to grab the victory points again. Looking pretty decent here for our German player. There are 2 tanks on the field, but with a Panzer IV on the way, it is a very tall order for our British player to get back in this game. He's just bled so many units. Didn't end up adding on the Black Prince, just because the manpower bleed has been real, and he's been choosing to build Grants instead of the Black Prince. And yet another demo charge. I don't know how many that is this game, but it's a significant number. Alright, so for all my high-level players watching, because I know you exist, I know that there are folks that watch me that are easily 1600. I would love to see this build, but done by a person that's competent at this game. So if you feel like sending me a replay like that, please do. Should see this demo charge. Doesn't see it. British player, nobody sees this demo charge here. Is going to see it now? Maybe? Please, German player, see it! Oh my god, dude. Borgward getting a crit on the Crusader there. What a disaster that was. AT gun moving up here a little bit, just to try and defend that flak. But now in a bad spot. Demo charge was detonated by our British player safely. This AT gun is in deep trouble here. Literally no support in the area. But Sturmpanzer on this bottom side. So many units clumped up. All units on one hotkey. But that's a dead infantry section. Pack gun went down. British player not going to capture or destroy it. And now the flood of units go into the top side. So here comes another Grant. 50 points remain. Both players have to fight over the middle here. Panzer IV reversing into combat. Side armor helping out a little bit here. Double Martyr standing on top of a demo charge here. Panzer IV going to eat it, but is going to trade that Grant back probably. Having to move off the demo charge for fear of losing tanks there. Sturmpanzer from behind going to deal with those foot guard. Not able to wipe any units there. Martyr's continuing to do work against the Grants. And should just chase there, but isn't going to. And that Grant looks like he's going to live to me. Grenadiers on the bottom. And British player about to get a little salty. But yeah, this game is coming to a close here. Getting another snare on the Crusader there. Yeah, and he's... So, this player is absolutely correct that I play like a noob, dude. I took some really bad early fights in this game. And then my unit control in the late game is just truly awful. So, yeah, no good. I got carried hard by demo charges. I mean, a couple wipes was mission critical to staying in that game. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this silly little game from me. I'm going to be uploading this off schedule, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh my god, guys. I remember that game being way, way more intense. You know how it is. What a terrible game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, thank you, marketing consultant. You're too kind. That game was, man, comedic. Yeah, that's a good way to say it, Andy. It was comedic. See, Alter, I don't know if you're still there, man, but that's what you have to look forward to. Oh yeah, you are still here. Yeah, that game was something. It was very fun for me to play, and I was surprised that I won it, but Well, now you won't. Now that you've seen it alter, so you won't. You know what to expect. Yeah. So my experience with the demo charges is about half the range. That you can see them about half the range of of your unit. Um, and I think people are saying in both chats that Minesweepers do reveal them and disable them. That's something I don't know for sure. So yeah, if you run into it, when you beat Mule and I face you in the semifinals, you're gonna have that to look forward to. All right, let me go through Twitch chat real quick here. J Raptor commenting on the blob time for sure. All right, hold up. Oh, you thought it was gonna be Goliath's J Raptor? Yeah, Armand, I also got confused mid-cast there. I really wish that they would separate the icons a little bit more. Um, like the what are they called? Is it the Italian partisans? Like I thought they're commandos. It's like the same freaking icon. So, oh, you guys are talking about final battle. I see. Yeah, yeah. I turned it off mid game and forgot to turn it back on. Um, and you could kind of tell because the demo charge is stopped because I didn't have any munitions. The heck is it generated? Degenerated? Oh, I see. You edited it. Well, I don't know what happened. Yeah, I know, Bambone. I don't. So it's a hard habit to break. It's really hard for me to break the hour me. Like I can't. It's bizarre for me to not talk about myself in the third person. But then I like mid cast, I was switching between them. So yeah, maybe Bambone. I was placing in the same place I put mines. And you're right. I think closer would have been better. And having played that game, if you're gonna try this, I'd recommend putting them just like in the middle of nowhere. The only way it's gonna work against high level players is if they don't see it, and I don't think it shows up on the map. So if you can like place them in a spot where people are pathing but aren't looking, it could be crazy. I don't know. Yeah, demos are camoed. There is a special camo demo that's like always invisible, available to is it I think it's Sea and Air Battle Group. Oh, Armand, you have a good game? You have a good Bargward game? Yeah, Red Wings. Man, I need to get Red Wings to do a showcast for me. I haven't seen him streaming very much, which I'm sad about because he's really fun to watch. You let me see the sacred texts. That's good. All my troops stop dying. Yeah, turning off Final Battle, and all of a sudden I stopped losing, I guess. That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh man, let me read your name. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, that's a good idea. Kettenkrad with binoculars plus demos. There. I don't think I showed it during that cast, but I did one of the times I put a mine underneath the demo charge, so I didn't have to pay attention. Which obviously costs way more munitions. So that's another way to do it. You don't have the DLC, Armand? It's good. It took me a little while to pick it up, because I wasn't seeing people use it, which either means it's bad or not fun. But then I kept playing and saw more people use it and got interested. So, yep. All right. Well, that was some silliness. What's next? J-Rapt, Bambone use. Oh, I cast that one already. Duh. Oh, I did save that. Smart. We're not going to do another one of my replays. Plus, this title kind of gives away what happens in this game. Oh, good point, J-Raptor. Yeah, maybe I did come in at the time where it was like, okay, they're old news. Yeah, maybe when the next battle group comes out. Oh boy, here we go. The newer stuff, you have to wait longer for it to go on sale. Sure. How much is it? I gotta check Steam. Is $5. Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's about the price they charge. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna take a quick look at the ladder. Let's see who's playing. Got a Ray versus Zixi game on the bloodiest map there is. Havoc. Havoc's probably streaming right now, isn't he? Must be. Surely. Yeah. He's streaming. Not gonna cast a game. He's streaming. There's JB Quib. How's he doing in the tournament? Is he doing good? I don't think this has been updated yet. The yeah. Oh yeah, he's in the second round anyway, so his opponent hasn't come yet. Hasn't been decided yet. Fire and Steel is also 25, I think. Check. That one I have seen on sale, though. Yeah, 25 for that one. Honestly, if you're going to get any of them, I'd recommend the Fire and Steel. The Crocodile is just so much fun, and then you get the Pershing, which is really good. And you get the Elevant, which is terrible, but really fun, you know. I don't even remember what the last part of the battle group does. Terror battle group. Oh, yeah, I mean, you get the King Tigers, so... I don't know. If you like big tanks, that's definitely the one to go with, for sure. Yeah, I guess that's a little true, Armand. Your Axis 1v1. Yeah. Then, I mean, the DAC are really strong now. Right now, I think. They have, like, at the highest elo, they have something like a 54% win rate right now. And, I really like the new battle group. The Kriegsmariners are a ton of fun. I actually just cast a game earlier. That'll probably go up on, what, Wednesday? Yeah, they didn't. That's true. They didn't need DLC. Oh, it happens, Alter. Yeah, doubles. I cast a game, double Stoog into Elephant. I mean, they cover each other's weaknesses. It seemed pretty strong. I think that was one of the meta players. Okay, I don't have a replay. Let me quickly check my email. Make sure I don't have one hiding in there. Yeah, I got one from this you Bambone. I don't know if I can cast 2 years in one stream. Oh my god. Nah, we'll do it. This one probably won't go to YouTube, though. This is the one you were saying it's why Gustas are so popular. Let's try that again. We did it. Strem. Udis. Oh, you guys can't see when I go into Steam. It's probably for the best. Just quickly looking up this player. Very highly rated player. Ambone, I can't believe you almost didn't participate. I'm really glad you did. But you're going to be rated now, so like... figure out how to translate. Ordinary Little Freya. That's what this guy's name is. Reading chat here. Probably a skill issue. Yeah. And J Raptor's right. Dak are... I think part of it is... like... There's the light vehicles, right? You have to keep them alive. And that's really, really tough for lower elo players. Because they're so high risk, high reward vehicles are. Somebody did a cool write-up on Reddit about... like... what makes good RTS, and they were talking about how vehicles kind of break that rule of, you know, you get infinite value from vehicles if you keep them alive. So, you know, that's why that's part of the reason I think Dak are so good. And Armand's saying Panzer Grenadiers beat, with the 6-man upgrade, beat everything. Gustas are really good, and so is Kanone.
Panzer Grenadiers have been mustered.
My men stand ready.
You want to see the bounces, J Raptor? Is it good enough for So here's the thing, J Raptor. You send me so many replays, my channel's just gonna be you, man. But your games are good. We're gonna show it on stream at the very least, J Raptor. At the very least. So so here's my problem, J Raptor. You send me so many freaking good replays that I want to put them all on my YouTube channel, but then it's just gonna be only you. So people definitely read. People definitely read. If I put the wrong... So I've put the wrong player's name twice in my YouTube videos, and I got blown up, like, instantly. Like, Discord messages, YouTube messages, like... People notice. They also notice if you put the wrong faction. So if I put the wrong faction in the title, people are like, it's not British. Like, I'm sorry. Okay. So let me fix this. Dude, why? Red on the left, blue on the right. Like, come on. He needs... Alter, you saying he needs to start paying me?
Panzergrenadiers have assembled.
Nepotism is great for the people. Isn't nepotism like a family? I don't think we're related, bro.
It's secure, Commandant.
Alright, so what do we got here? Standard opening, airborne. Airborne for Freya here. And quick grenades. Panzer Grenadiers hopping in the 250. Yes, please. Light support, early light support company. How are you liking the I don't. I feel like I see people skip 3rd Panzer Grenadier more often than not. You guys have thoughts on that? Like, if they're so freaking good, why doesn't everybody build 3? I mean, maybe you're not trying hard, which is also okay. Uh-oh. Run 250, run. You want the assault grens? Okay. Like those assault grens first. I mean, that's why I do it, but I'm, as we've clearly demonstrated, not very good. So I'm just like, I want assault grens because, I don't know, they just slap early game. I guess exactly what you're saying. Oof. Rip Panzer Pioneers. Big old blob here from Freya. Just needs to go up and take that fuel. That's a early retreat. Why? Why? Why is he retreating? What? Dude won a huge fight. Why'd he retreat? Fair enough, J-Raptor. Yeah, marketing consultant. We're talking about it in the Twitch chat, but basically, like, I watched, was it Championship of Heroes yesterday on Twitch, and they were talking about how everybody was talking about how freaking strong Panzer Grenadiers are, and what Twitch chat is saying is that the 6-man squad plus their veterancy makes them unbelievably good in the late game. And the only reason they're not, like, beyond broken is because you have to choose between VSL, which stands for Veteran Squad Leaders, and I can't remember what the other upgrade is. It's the self-repair. So, just makes them so strong. Hopefully I captured that correctly. Somebody correct me if I didn't get it right. Armand's saying they do 16 damage. Dak. Yeah, the Sorry, everybody calls them palm. What do you guys call them? Palm Grenadiers? Why do you do that? It says Panzer Grenadier.
Victory point under enemy control.
I'm waiting for somebody to tell me why they're called palms. The picture? Oh, that? Really? No way. What? Why?
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
That's hilarious. That's freaking hilarious. I mean, I've always thought that it wasn't confusing that I call them Panzer Grenadiers. But maybe it is. No way, really? Oh my god, dude, this game was a mess on launch. I played it on launch because I'm a Company of Heroes fanboy. But I played a lot of... There was no replay. There was no way to observe. So I was like, you know, not super jazzed about that. And then I played a lot of the single player, and then just kind of... There were just so many bugs. But they've really come a long way with this game. You know, when I was casting last year, I felt like this game had been in the best shape that it has been. And I think it's still headed the right direction in some ways, so... People always complain about balance. It doesn't matter what the state of the game is, but hell nah, Armand. What hell nah? Game is so good now. Oh, this is my first co-game. I mean, you're getting in at a good time. Company of Heroes 2 was just so magical. They supported it for so long. And I mean, it had some really fun battle groups, especially for Mimi players like me. Like, I don't remember the name of the howitzer that the Germans, or the Russians got, Soviets. It was like this gigantic 6 million millimeter gun. Oh my god, I use that every game. But yeah, I think this game is in a good place, and it looks like they're continuing to support it. I mean, we got new maps, new patch coming out this month. They said they're going to have a battle group later this year, and maybe it's not as fast as everybody wants it to be, but I'm just happy to be getting content, so... Yeah, that is true, Armand. They always seem to have... They reintroduce the issues. But I think... Is it different devs? Weapons don't have separate HP. I actually kind of like that mechanic. I know that some people don't, but I do. Different devs. Yeah. Alright, okay, so this is the whole point of this replay. Why are these Gustatori so freaking good? It's because they can just eat riflemen, no problem. 250 dying to this Chaffee. So how many squads have you lost? You lost 2 squads. Well, 1... Can't tell how many squads you lost. I think it's 1 or 2. Must only be 1. Armand, you know so much history for this game that I just don't... What do you mean? My name is Quinn Duffin. Is that from... What resources this yank got? A crap load of munitions. Yeah, smoke too. Could be using that.
The territory sector has been claimed by the enemy.
Part of me thinks that the tournament yesterday, they were spamming Chaffee to throw their opponents off. I mean, Chaffee's always been okay. Like, it's really good at this stage in the game. And it eats light vehicles for breakfast. So that's my opinion on it. I think people were playing it because other people weren't expecting it. You gotta remember that, like, the people in the Championship of Heroes have played each other about 6 million times. So, I don't know if you're familiar with that phenomenon, but, like, there's in GSL, I don't know if you watch StarCraft at all, but GSL, they have the players, like, many of the players have played hundreds, if not thousands, of games against each other. So it's just, you know, when you play that many games against a player, you're not going to be able to surprise them. So if you dump a Chaffee in the middle of a high-rated game, maybe that gets you an edge. That was my thought. I don't know. Oh, I guess I wasn't really watching Company of Heroes 2 videos back in the day. Quinn Duffin. That's good. Yeah, that's true, Alter. It goes through all the vehicles. It does really good damage, so. That's a dead rifleman. Oh, Gustatori. What do you know? That abuse reported. Adding on, you don't like this MG?
Mechanized combat groups are ready for selection.
I mean, just because something's bad at a job doesn't mean you can't use it. You know? I don't know. I definitely understand what you're saying, but like, if your opponent's blobbing and you can catch him in multiple areas with... Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Maybe there's a better item, but...
Our victory point is being neutralized.
Can't remember what game it was that had auto spectate. Does this game have auto spectate? No, it just has the player's view.
We're taking casualties. Hey, partner, we can't give in.
I can follow units, though. I know how to do that. Ready? Here we go. Oh, not it. We did it. Yeah. True. Yeah. Fair enough, Armand.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Nothing we saved. Keep going.
Bish Bash. That Bish Bash Bosh Company of Heroes. Welcome in. Glad to have you.
Mobile flak vehicle out of
250 munitions and the captain still doesn't have MG. Yeah, I guess not. Oh, losing the Chaffee though. I mean, I guess he did what he was supposed to do. And how many kills do these guys have? Only, it's like only 2? And more. I can't select them on the retreat. Dumb. Oh,
Commandant.
damn bone.
Available to us.
Brother. Why are you so mean to your opponents?
Toad 105 Kanone is awaiting deployment.
Oh. Oof. Ouch. It begins.
Territory to deny the enemy's
Yeah,
advance.
it does begin.
Grasp of a victory point.
Oh my god.
The enemy has
Man, this freaking Paratrop ability, did they buff it or something? Because, like, I hadn't seen anyone ever use it, and now every time somebody runs airborne, they're using this ability. I guess that's what the munitions is for. Maybe that's why he's been storing it up this whole time. Don't worry, Amon, this isn't going on YouTube, so,
proximity alarm near
you know,
position.
nobody's gonna see it. Not that anybody sees it anyway, I only get like 300 views. Get him, Gustatori, get him. These guys have nades. You'd think I'd know that.
250
I know they have
victory
smoke.
point.
I don't think they have nades. Yeah, no. Man, I miss the days when I first started casting. I was casting in this like this view here. No, this one here, because I could like see everything and read it while I'm learning. And then everybody's like, stop casting in this mode. And now I can't learn as much, so I have to like
From us.
look like an idiot.
We have lost control of a victory point.
That's true, J-Raptor.
Territory lost.
300 viewers is 10% of the co-player base for sure. Yeah, let's just say I'm not going to retire on this YouTube channel. But we have fun. That's what matters. How many kills does this guy have? 6. I mean, the one thing I'll say is that it's what's that called? Distribution. Like the shells land far apart from each other, so at least it's not like I can target down your med tent. I say as he targets down the med tent.
The enemy is resilient. Take
Okay, what do these guys get? 15% harder to hit. These guys are like... Dude, they just like copy-pasted Gustatori onto Kriegsmariners. That's not exactly true, of course, but the 40... I guess they get 40... I don't remember what it was for the Kriegsmariners. It was 40-ish. Yeah, presumably nobody's in the med tent because it's being shelled.
Command point needs assigning, Commandant.
Double Greyhound? Okay. It's a cool skin. I like that skin.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
Oh my god. Going down. Double Panzerjäger. From the side. Oh no. Oh wow. That's Dan Bowen putting on a clinic here. Yep. I probably would have surrendered as well. Yeah, no, it was not. It was not Double Greyhound for very long at all. My opponent for the Meta Plays tournament still not online. Well, I hate to say it, but I think I need to end my stream early today. The baby kept me up late. Very, very late. So, if you couldn't tell, I'm dragging over here, and I want to be putting on a good show for y'all. And I feel like I'm not doing that, so... Armand, yeah, you want to be my opponent? Okay, now I gotta look up Armand. Armand, give me your name. Give me your username. We're looking you up. Calling you out. Give my baby lots of cholesterol. You know, I have learned so much being a dad. For example, did you know that women don't produce more milk? They produce more fat in their milk as the baby gets bigger. That's only half true, but that's the general gist of it. Oh yeah, I'll play Armand. I'll play if you play as Africa Corps. What do you think? Wait, I gotta share this. Everybody's got to see it. Hold, please. $1,400. It's pretty good. I love this pie chart. I love your pie chart, Armand. Right on, oh boy. That's cool. How old? Oh, bro, you haven't played since January. How am I supposed to cast your replays? Is this really since January? Yeah, 3 weeks ago. I guess it's not January. Thing's lying to me. You clearly played games here. Where are my dots? Yeah, maybe. He did play a 2v2 3 years ago. Dude, my man never plays team games. That's great. Thank you for sharing your profile, Armand. Hopefully I didn't shame you. Because I enjoyed it. You sniped some player 3 years ago. I love that you remember that. Of course you remember that. It's the only 2v2 game you've ever played. Oh, J-Raptor, I'm sorry, man. I forgot. And serious, I'm forgetting because of how tired I am. Let's look at it. I'm enjoying hanging out with you guys. So if you're having fun, I'll keep casting. I just feel like I'm not putting on a good show, and you know, we're going one more. Here we go. I like Marcos. I like Marcos because he doesn't always play super meta, which is nice. Is this a long game? How long is this game? Oh. Fair enough.
Additional Kriegsmariners await deployment to battle.
Okay. Well, we'll just watch it, hang out, if that sounds good to you. Practicing that Kriegsmariner build.
On the field.
I didn't download your replays for the meta plays, because I saw the elo of your opponent. Did you guys have fun playing those games, you think? Or was it kind of a stomp? How come you don't like double sapper anymore? Because I've been wondering about that. I don't see it very often. I felt like every game people did it, and then it was like occasionally folks would do one royal. They would do 4 infantry sections, but now it's like reversed where.
Enemy outside!
Yeah, fair enough, J-Raptor. A little bit of a stomp. Thanks, marketing consultant. Dude, you've been with... I think you were like my 3rd subscriber or something. I have no idea how you found this channel, and you have been so supportive, and I really, really appreciate you. You're just always so positive. Pretty easy to bleed with double sapper. Tommy build time got buffed. I didn't know that. Too much manpower. Yeah. See that. Welcome in. Come in, Ackerman. Hopefully I said your name right. Good to have you. We're kind of winding down here. We're just watching a viewer-submitted replay here. I'm just kind of chatting. So, glad to have you. I am intending to do more of these, so hopefully you can catch another one in the future. Oh, big fight here. Stern Pioneers and now I'm calling them Stern Pioneers. Panzer Pioneers in danger. Royal Engineers doing okay. Yeah, maybe the big problem with Royal Engineers is they don't friggin' scale. Like, one extra squad member doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess they scale if you've got like 1,000,000 tanks. So... yeah, they do have really high DPS.
Territory isolated. Our resources are stranded.
Oh, it's... yeah, no worries, J-Raptor. We're just hanging out, man.
Armory upgrade
Did you
underway.
keep playing off? Oh, are you talking to J-Raptor? Yeah, dude. The favorite to win the tournament beats Ray. There's, you know, I like giving J-Raptor a hard time, but there's nothing wrong with humility, you know? Like, I'd rather have somebody humble than somebody that's, like, trash-talking everybody, you know? Or being loud. And, like, let's just say that I have seen some community members, Company of Heroes community members, that just like bulldoze people in conversations. Like, I'm just here to have a chat, you know? Like, let's learn about it together.
What we can.
So,
Task complete.
you'd spam 7 Royal Engineers. I didn't cast a flamethrower game. Okay, now I gotta look that up. We're gonna lock in on this 250. Let's hope it does something really interesting while I look this up. Does the sound go away when I alt-tab out a game, guys? I suspect that it does. It does. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Real quick, I'm gonna find this game on YouTube. Sorry, folks. All right. I'll find that game later. I cast a game where a dude went only Royal Engineers and he built like 6 million flamethrowers on everybody, and he went the Canadian battle group for the flamethrower stuff. It was like the most ridiculous game you've ever seen. And he won the game by destroying his opponent's base. And I'm wondering if that was you.
Outbreak support is ready to deploy.
Distracted. Boots on. We have shore duty. All hands have completed the task.
Research
Man, I can't believe Bambone stole my build.
weapons are available.
My only build
We're losing grasp of the fuel.
was gonna be subterfuge beacons, and it was gonna be demo charges in the wings. And that man just stole my build. Not that any build could save me in my first round game, that's for sure. Yes, Armand, yeah, that was on Samoa. I was looking up map stats yesterday. There have been 5 Samoa games in the last month at a high level. There's more than that if you go lower elo, but it's like basically nothing. Everybody bans it. I love Samoa. It's a stupid map, but I love it.
Territory lost.
There's no way there's only 5 games. Oof. Nice pick up there. Number armor car, though.
Territory lost.
Combat half tracks. OP. Probably. Probably.
We've done what we can.
Yeah, Ackerman, you were playing on the ladder. You got, the guy built 6 Panzer Grenadiers.
We have command points available to us.
Dude, he must have been hurting for manpower that whole game.
We must tighten our logistics net. Hard points are now available. Panzerjäger anti-vehicle infantry available.
Vehicle has captured ground.
Yeah, Samoa's a good indirect fire map in general, I think. Because, you know, there's a huge lake and a river. Dude, that map used to be worse, too. Like, they added additional pathways you could go through. And it's like, it's also asymmetric. It's just a weird map, man. Yeah, so this is looking like a much more standard Twin Beaches game to me. Like, both players are kind of spreading out. That Bambone game from Metaplays was like, was fight over that fuel, man. Oh, cool. Wait, he went, He went Polish cavalry. And then he hit you with a freaking tulip.
All over victory point.
That's so cool. I have not seen that before, man. This guy's dead? Might be. Nothing to help him. Sad Creek's Mariners. Oh. Still gonna chase. Oh my god, so greedy. Drop my coffee on myself. That would have been fun. You gonna get him? No friggin' way.
Have claimed our sector.
Oh, that's so rude.
A squad of Kriegsmariners have been killed in action.
Wow.
Panzerjäger, awaiting the word.
But, I mean, the whole map's blue, so...
Sustained damage.
Yeah, he's gonna trade back with you a little bit. Ring around the rock. Wait, was there a miss and I missed it? This miss, I see. I see. Yeah, it was a good smoke getting him out of there. Just barely.
Armory upgrade
Oh, nice flank here. Panzergrens. You gonna get it? You're gonna get it. Yep. Infantry section, though, gonna make it rough for you. AT grenade coming down. Yeah. Black in the area, though. This tulip rocket's a little scary. Oh, and the toe! Let's go, dude. Friggin' love seeing people tow. He's gonna damage your engine, though. Yeah. Run! Run, infantry! Too late. Tulip! Get him! Tulip! Oh, no. This fight's a mess. I love it. This fight's a mess. Oh, wow, dude. Smoke everywhere. You guys are both bleeding units, and it's making me very happy. Darn it. I should have cast this game. Maybe I still will. I think I will cast this game, but it's not going to be today.
Armory upgrade complete, Commandant.
What's true? Armand, do you mean true sight as in units get revealed in the fog of war? Nice tulip.
Fire. Crew killed.
Yes, and now a dead mortar. Not gonna chase. Man, Marcos chases you with this Humber armored car every chance he gets, and then the one time there's like nobody around, he doesn't chase you. I guess there was an AT. Take it back. Engraved in my mind.
Should be assigned at once.
Oh, you're telling me you're gonna... Hey, what do you mean? You just hit him. I don't know what you're talking about.
Supply interdiction is active. Our forces shall seize enemy resources in the field.
Ackerman, you can send me that replay if you want. If you want to look at it, I'd be happy to give feedback. We got some pretty good players in chat here over on Twitch, and I'm happy to take credit for their thoughts.
Now in enemy hands.
But one used traditional fog of war, where tall objects wouldn't obstruct their sight. Interesting. Get out of here, Streambot, Asker. Sick 'em, J-Raptor.
The territory sector has been claimed by the enemy.
Ready to go again.
Possible ban evader.
Proximity alarm near.
J-Raptor, save us all from the spam bots. Yeah, get him. You hit him again, J-Raptor. This AT gun is huge. That one was an attack ground. There was no way that was hitting.
What you can.
Territory sector out of contact.
I like your ban reason, J-Raptor. Thank you.
Proximity alarm near our capture point.
Oh, I see. You had a different game where you missed. I see. Yeah. Answer 3. Gonna die to this tulip rocket.
Illuminate the battlefield at your command.
Oh, yeah, you did. Uh-oh. Hold up. How do I fix that? You fixed it. Good job. Poor Conti. Come back, Conti. Was it just random? Did you just type in his name, or what did you do? Panzer 3 on the hunt. You got him now. Tulip, save the day. It's dead Humber. Yeah. Yeah, Ackerman, I cast one of my own games today, and it was a freaking train wreck, so don't you worry.
A mechanized combat group awaits deployment.
Alright, thoughts on Polish Lancers, because I can't get them to work.
Territory sectors are
Teach me.
isolated. We must reconnect with them.
Wow, this is a really good fight for a British player. One more hit? Nope, out of range. Panzer 3 got smashed. Now he just needs to convert that into map control.
Our fuel point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Don't bleed him. Yeah. Yep.
A victory point is being taken from us.
You know, next time I do a Twitch stream, I need you guys to remind me to ask for subscribers on YouTube, because like more than half of my people aren't subscribed, and I cannot for the life of me to remember, and I do not edit my videos, so yeah. Anyway, good story. Anti-tempo against DAC. Interesting. Yeah, you know, I had that problem with Canadians for a long time. Is like every time I tried to add them on, it was just not. They just came too late. I guess I have the same problem with what the heck are the Indian artillery battle group guys called? Yeah, you're right, Armand. I should just pay for viewers. Oh, can you imagine? I mean, people do it. Why? I mean, that's why they're in business.
Territory is in enemy hands.
This game's really good. I am gonna cast this. There's lots of action happening everywhere. So, I'm gonna pay attention as little as possible so I don't know the outcome. You know what I mean? Hey folks on YouTube, welcome in. Glad to have you. What's going on here? Oh, you're saving a casualty. Very cool. I have not got to see this ability. You did not tell me that this is a battle group I don't get to cast, J-Raptor. This is exactly what I'm looking for in my life. IG better for casting than playing. What? I don't. Sorry. What is IG? Keep in mind I had brain damage this morning. I think you've told me what IG means, and I still don't know.
Panzer 3 is awaiting orders.
I guess. Yeah. Yep. Crusader. Is that a Crusader? Nope. Could they just, I don't know, put an M? Like, please. I just want to know when a unit's different from another unit. Okay, so you went for... You don't have a hard point, so your boxes are spawning everywhere. It's like a mixed bag, because I think we just saw the British player steal some from you. Oh yeah, and it is, yeah, when games aren't perfect, they're interesting. They're also interesting when they're truly perfect. What's not interesting about truly perfect games, though, is they're often a very well-defined meta, you know? So... learn the lingo. Not that old.
Shit! We're taking Alpha B! Our fucking mark!
You know, I wonder if I could install a mod that would like do that in casts or something.
Core munitions have been requisitioned. Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
I should look for replay mods now that I'm thinking about it.
Commandant, a hard point is taking fire.
Better unit icons or something.
Installing a flak torm.
It's funny to me that icons would be so hard for them to like. It's not hard for them.
Of enemy
It's interesting to me that they don't highly differentiate their icons. Like this, the Polish Lancers are a good example.
Our munitions point is being neutralized by the enemy.
I mean, I guess it only matters for people like me, so.
Flak torm installed.
Black term just in time. Yeah.
Core munitions.
Yeah, they were mentioning that about the replays.
A victory point is being
And
taken
I
from us.
can't remember where I saw that write up, but they're like, we can't add rewinding to replays because of how complicated it is. And they talked about some. I don't even know. I've opened up a replay file. So I'm a software developer in the real world, and it looks encoded to me. So I don't even know where to start. Maybe stick some AI on it or something. Yeah, dude, that flak term was clutch. I mean, that's a good spot for it. If you're gonna put a flak term anywhere, that's where I'd put it.
Resource crates have arrived.
Nice smoke.
Territorial sector lost.
Turns out smoke wins games against Ray.
Get a little closer!
If you all ever find yourself in a game versus Ray, just do a crap load of smoke.
Captured! Ready for mines here!
Oh, and you're gonna defend it with mines too. Yeah, it is underrated. Smoke is definitely underrated.
Supply crates inbound.
You know, something that I've always thought would really improve players' gameplay is if they parked tanks like right next to buildings.
Designated supply crates are here.
You know, it's really like this usage of everybody's tanks. This is like totally standard, where folks are just got front armor towards the enemy. They move forward until they take a certain amount of damage, and then they back up. But like parking this Matilda right here with its side armor facing out, and then poking it out to get like a shot, and then backing up. Ooh, Polish picking up the Kriegsmariners.
In enemy contact.
I don't know. I think there is a place in this game for tanks hiding behind buildings or shot blockers in general that we don't see as much as we could at any level. Yeah, maybe. And there's a million reasons why you wouldn't want to do that in certain situations. I'm just like, I can't remember the name of the game.
One of our units has been
Is it Gates of Hell?
proximity alarm.
Like in Gates of Hell, the meta is you peek your little tank, you park your little tank right here, and you just kind of barely peek out around the corner, take a shot, back up, reload. So it works, you know.
We have been cut off.
That's a first-person shooter. It's obviously completely different, but the idea is there, and I would think it'd be interesting to see in this type of game. So, anyway. More smoke. Smoke wins games, people. With map vision, that grenade looks hilarious.
We are losing grasp of a victory.
That was close! Too
Okay, wait. Is there 6 million bounces? Is that the first one, or am I, like, missing several? Miss? Okay, we're at 2. Just 2. What's going on over here? What happened to this guy? Something bad. When do I start counting the bounces, J-Raptor? Here we go. Nope. Awesome. We're at 2, 3. With tungsten rounds, no less. 4. 5. Oh my god, dude. I would be losing my mind. Oh my god, dude. You're even close. Okay, finally. Side armor hit. I love that this Matilda's just winning this fight. Oh, and he's got the AT gun. Okay, you took it out. Yeah, I mean, this is the wet noodle fight range. Jeez. I mean, Matildas have a lot of armor, and he was giving you the front armor, but, like, it's a little excessive. A little excessive.
Resource crates deployed.
Armored vehicle training.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
So, this game's looking really, really good for Macros. Got a ton of veterancy. You're doing really well on victory points, so you have time to recover. Just wondering what his game plan here is. I mean, is it just going to be Matildas, or is he going to put a Firefly on? Wait, did he even go Fireflies? Can't tell. Yeah, he went Decapitation's the alt, I think. Now I have to look. Yeah. Boo this game. No Firefly. I friggin' loved Fireflies in Company Heroes 2. They're one of my favorite units. Just such incredibly long range, and you could like 3-punch tanks with the rockets. That tank spoke to me. Oh, really? Vet 2 on the Panzer gives pen? Frickin' doubt. At least you have increased rate of fire. Yeah, wow. Oh, can we get... I'm seeing some bounces. Okay, finally, the penetration, increased rate of fire. Let's go. Backing off, don't want to get snared. Barrage taking out the AT guns. Here comes the reinforcements. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're only saving grace as Macros didn't retake his AT guns there. Smoke. Smoke wins games. Yeah, 2 assault gren's not going to cut it, I don't think. More rate of fire so you can bounce more. Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that, marketing consultant. Firefly is not very good. I think kind of just a little bit expensive and fragile. That's what I don't like about the Hellcat. The Hellcat and its equivalents in previous games is that they had really long range. And, like, that seems to be missing. So you end up with, I don't know, players kind of just spam them instead of, like, building one and sitting way back. And you can't exactly spam Fireflies. I don't think I've seen a Firefly in any games that I didn't build one. Which is sad.
We have munitions ready to be used, Commander.
Probably because I was bleeding too much manpower with these freaking Polish Lancers. Yeah, I'm optimistic that they'll patch. They might do some patches to make them a little more viable. Because, I mean, they clearly have analytics statistics on unit usage and battle group usage and all that stuff. And if a battle group's underperforming, they tend to... If a battle group is underperforming, they'll buff its... they'll either buff the units or make it more attractive to use in general. So I do like that. But part of me wonders if Company of Heroes 3 is like spaghetti code and their developers don't like working on it or something like that. Because I really liked the streams they've done where the developers are there talking about the game. I love this dive into the crates on all of these tanks. Getting some okay damage. Does Farrig, is it Ferry G? I always call him Farrig and then I think it's wrong. Is he looking at stats or something? I think, doesn't Dumais work for... He did or does work for Relic. I think it's Dumais. No, it's not Dumais. Who is it? Who am I thinking of? Oh, really? I did. I guess I didn't know that about... Oop, there's somebody on... Is Dumais Canadian? I think he is. Somehow I thought Ferry G was Eastern European, but now I no longer think that. Man, I should stop talking. Seriously, guys, I'm like about to fall over, and you're like, I'm like talking about people. It's not good. This is how celebrities get themselves in trouble. So, Matilda spam into frickin' Panzer III spam. It's like, it's gonna be the biggest wet noodle fight you've ever seen. Like, how does this game end? 17-pounder, okay. That's one way to penetrate. Why didn't you just build that, Raptor? Just get flaked, bro. There's at least one bounce I saw. About two more. Yes, dive the crates. You get pop cap? Kind of. Barrage. Please tell me it's here. Kind of. Oh, that's a lot of low health. That's some low health. Bet 3 for the rate of fire. You can bounce more. Here comes the 17-pounder. What did he low? I know J-Raptor's 1600. I'm pretty sure... Oh, God. J-Raptor's 1800. And Marcos is 1900. So very high. Marketing consultant. Sorry about the overlay. I can't fix the overlay without restarting the stream. Which means the 3 YouTube videos I recorded today are all gonna have no overlay, which is a little sad. It's probably a way to fix it without restarting the stream, but I don't know what it is.
Anti-tank weapon and crew on the field.
Look, penetrations, I saw them. Okay, 2 bounces, I take it back. Yes, tanks. Tank blob. All one hotkey, go. 17-pounder, too late. Set up, 17-pounder. Where you going? Dude, this is going to be a shotgun 17-pounder. Oh my god, repositioning. Here comes the barrage. This is really bad for a British player. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh my god. Yeah.
Enemy ground. Lord, one of our heavy tanks is destroyed.
17-pounder recruit. Not gonna matter. Run. Run, little tank, run. Yeah, that looks pretty game-ending. Oh, what is that? Decapitation strike. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Yes. Oh my god. Winning this game by the skin of your teeth, man. Watch this guy, like, wipe 3 tanks. No, not gonna happen.
Victory point belongs to the enemy. Infantry section, kill bugger. The enemy is
Excuse me, 18.
signal the retreat.
I'm sorry, dude. You went up like 200 elo in like overnight. I don't know what happened. Okay, now I gotta look up your profile because I don't remember what you're across the board. Some other time, maybe. Couldn't be Dak, yeah. I thought Panzer Grenadiers were overpowered. Sorry, Palm Grenadiers. You just won that game with pure force of will. Those crates and Panzer threes. That's it. I like that replay. I'm probably gonna cast that for YouTube. That is, if I can remember, it's in my inbox. We'll see. All right, y'all. I really appreciate you hanging out. Thank you for all the folks on YouTube and Twitch. It's been really fun, you guys. You know, if you like the stream, please subscribe on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, do whatever you got to do, hit all the buttons. We're gonna do a raid on Twitch. Probably, yeah. Who should we raid? Let's find out. Dexon. I rated. No, I rated. Yeah, let's raid him. Hopefully, he's not just about to end his stream. But thank you guys once again. You guys are so. You guys make this so much fun. Alrighty, let me see if I can figure out how to raid in less than 60 seconds. Go. Yep. Raid. Do it. Later, everybody.